miniatures! That is right. Hello everybody in the chat. We are doing something slightly different today. We are also streaming on YouTube. Say hello to YouTube as well as hello to eBay. Commissar Kraken in the YouTube chat, hello. How are we doing? As we can see, ladies and gentlemen, we have 3 paints up at the start of today's stream. That is right, we will be doing the painting race first thing. I hope you are all ready. I hope you are all excited for this kicking off of the Saturday live stream. How are we all doing? Are we all here gathered on this fine, warm day for a paint race kicking off our Saturday eBay Live from Merlin's Miniatures?
Yes, how are we all doing, guys? A rather energetic start to the stream. I hope you all agree. I hope the Saturday is treating you well. I hope nobody has succumbed to the great British fiery death ball that has become the British Isles, as indicated by the alerts that were sent out yesterday to everybody. Afternoon, says Joker Jack. Good afternoon to you, Joker Jack. Good, thanks. You, says Ski. I'm doing pretty well. You can probably see the sweat on my brow as I work very hard in the eBay mines to gather all of the incredible Warhammer stuff that we have for you today. Ade says they're looking for Trench Crusade Heresy, something quirky. Well, we do have a Trench Crusade mini for you today, have no fear. I might even quickly show it off as a little sneak peek. Oh, you'll see more of that later. You will see more of that later. But yes, should we get started on the first paint race of the day? I think we should. I think we shall. We're going to be off to the races. Post haste, we have got dark art paints, black ink, tobacco ink, and white ink. How exciting, how beautiful. Let's get things kicked off with the first paint race of the day. Blame Phil, of course, as always, first out of the gates, but Joker Jack is going to be taking the lead, followed swiftly by Jimmy C. Jimmy C holding the lead currently. 3 dark art ink paint, black ink, white ink. These are incredibly useful in your repertoire. Whatever you would like, inks are a brilliant addition. They're like washes, but even better, Jimmy C holding the lead firmly so far. Is any going to surpass Jimmy C? It doesn't look like it. Congratulations, Jimmy C, winning the first paint race of the day. Goodness gracious, an absolutely incredible deal. £1 per pot. That is monstrously good in this humble opinion of this humble announcer. Right, enough of that. Welcome to the Saturday live stream, guys. Well done, Jimmy C. I will say we've also got the collectible cards in today's stream, guys. So if you win any auction and you want a completely free collectible card from 3 of sci-fi's powerhouses, that is Starship Troopers, Star Trek, and Star Wars, then please, after you have won the auction, make sure to say in the chat either Star Wars, Star Trek, or Starship. And I will get you going Star Wars, Harry, of course. So we'll have a Star Wars collectible card up for you, totally for free, added to that order. That is not bad. Of course, today we are joined by the Hades soundtrack. Possibly one of the best video game soundtracks that I've ever heard. I'm sure a lot of people will agree. Let me know if the volume is alright, too loud, too quiet, etc, etc. But we will move on to the next item in today's stream. We've got 100 items as usual, so there's a lot to get through. This is a Necron Tomb Spider. Starting out at £10. This chappie, as featured in Dawn of War 4, you'll see it producing a host of scarabs on the battlefield while also collecting the bodies of fallen Necrons and assisting in the resurrection protocols to keep as many as those soulless automatons in the fight as possible. Currently, Xboxer has got a bid on that for 10 great British pounds, and it seems like it's going to be going to Xboxer. Lovely stuff. Xboxer, would you like Star Wars, Star Trek, or Starship Troopers collectible card completely for free as an addition? Star Wars, please. You got it. You've got it. There's a free Star Wars card coming your way. As a reminder, guys, I just want to say, if you have not already joined Merlin Miniatures Discord, we are going to have a free giveaway of a you didn't hear it from me, but it is a Necron Battle Force box very soon. I will get the invite link for you in just a moment and pin that to the comments. If you've got any Krieg or Astra Militarum or AdMech today, Jimmy, we have all three of those. Bear with me just one moment. Press controller for. So yes, make sure to join the Merlin Miniatures Discord. We have a free giveaway coming up very soon. And like I said, you didn't hear it from me, but it is going to be a Necron Battle Force, potentially. You didn't hear it from me. Have you got any Skaven or Stormcast? We do have some Skaven. I think we've got some Storm Vermin coming up a bit later. And we do definitely have some Stormcast. Sisters, specifically a Canoness with Jump Pack. For Sisters today, we have a Palatine. We have some Seraphim, a box of Seraphim. And then we also have, what else do we have? One more thing. What was it? A Dialogus. So no Canoness with a Jump Pack, sadly, unless you want to kit bash one out of the Seraphim packet. Have you got Orcs today? We do indeed have some Orcs today. We got some classic Orcs. We also have the Orc characters from Armageddon in Sprue ready to go with their data cards. And as for Krieg, we have some basic Krieg infantry, so Death Corps of Krieg. We've also got some Cadian Shock Troopers, and a few other random bits and bobs too, but those are the main ones. This, though, right now we have on Sprue is a Drukhari Venom. So a Drukhari Venom on Sprue, ready to go. Afternoon, any Custodians today? We do indeed have some Custodians. We've got Alaris Custodians new in box, and we also have some Custody Wardens with Castellan Axes coming up very soon. Any Blood Bowl? We do indeed have Blood Bowl. We got fresh in box a Black Orc Blood Bowl team, as well as the Black Orc Blood Bowl cards. So if you're interested in getting the full setup for Black Orcs or Blood Bowl, then you're going to be in luck. Holla buddy, any Emperor's Children? We do have some Noise Marines today, and we also have a Hedonites of Slaanesh Lord of Pain, which you can always kit bash into some sort of Emperor's Children champion, because it is Slaaneshi themed. That's going for a $5 later on, so be on the lookout for that. But yes, we do have some Noise Marines coming. So yes, we are doing good. We are doing good. Yes. Also, I may or may not have just received a message that the giveaway for this month is not, in fact, going to be the Necron box. No, guys. It is going to be the Terror of Devlan box. You know, the Kill Team box that sold out in like half a second? Yeah, the free giveaway for this month is going to be the Terror of Devlan. That's insane. Speaking of Custodies, though, do you say yes to Custodies? Yes, I did. Here we go. Alaris Custodians, new inbox, 30% off, guys. That is literally the cheapest you will find it from literally any merchant, official merchant. Cheapest we found 25% off in other places. This is 30% off, guys. Fresh inbox, still with the plastic on. So this is a brilliant find. Literally the cheapest you can find from an official merchant. And yes, we have some Custody Wardens later. with Castellan axes. So we have plenty of Custody stuff coming today. Anybody for these Alaris Custodians new in box? That'll be a no. Alrighty. Alrighty. Next up, we've got ourselves another little £1 starter. It is a favourite here on the live streams, on the Merlin Miniatures live streams. It is a slate wall. It is just a classic, very British looking stone wall. Starting at £1 for this one, guys. £1 for a very British stone wall. Go, anybody for this? It's a lovely bit. It's solid resin. And it's even got a little hole in it. Quite nice, would be good. Looks like a Yorkshire dry stone wall. Exactly. Very, very classic British childhood memories with these types of wall. If you like to, explore around the countryside. And it seems like Jimmy C is going to be grabbing that. Well done, Jimmy C. That's going to be great, either for terrain or as a little, bit of basing for a larger model. Right, coming up next, we got ourselves some Necron Warriors. Full squad of Necron Warriors with the Scarabs included. Those happy little explosive bundles of Canoptech Joy, question mark? I don't think they can physically feel joy, but they can definitely feel satisfaction after they run up and blow you to bits with their self-destruct protocol, which I've been on the business end of far too many times during games. I always get a bit spooked when I read about them in stories and such, because I have so many bad memories of just the sheer amount of mortal wounds output that these terrifying little constructs can output. So here we are, full squad of Necron Warriors, starting at £5, guys. £5 for a full squad of Necron Warriors. Xbox is going to put a bid on that. Lovely stuff. Got a few Necrons in mind, get the startings of some good stuff. I'm not sure if we have some Lich Guard coming later. Hey buddy, any Tomb Kings or Eldari this afternoon? We do have some Eldari Corsairs. So we have the Corsair Readers new on sprue a bit later. As for Tomb Kings specifically, not today, but if you come to the same time live stream tomorrow, I can definitely have some Tomb Kings for you. We can get some basic skeletons, I can get you some chariots. I can definitely have some Tomb Kings. Rust Rocket Launcher is going to be grabbing these Necron Warriors. Lovely stuff. Mr. Rust Rocket Launcher, would you like a collectible sci-fi card with that? Either Star Wars, Star Trek, or Starship Troopers, entirely for free. Let me know in the chat. Grey Knights, question mark. Sadly, we don't have any Grey Knights today. We do have a bunch of Phobos Marines, which are painted grey, but they're not exactly Grey Knights, sadly. Right, next up, we've got ourselves a Tau Commander. This is a Tau Commander suit prototype. Is it Cold Star? I think it might be a Cold Star suit. Or is the Cold Star one the massive one that's stealthy? I'm not sure. Either way, this is a Tau Commander with two little drones. Fine, not interested in any cards, no worries, Rocket Launcher. It is just a free little thing that we did. If you don't want it, that is absolutely fine. Joker Jack is going to put a bid on this Tau Commander. It's got double fusion blasters on there. That is some scary anti-tank. Cold Star, yes, or it was when I had some. Hey, I know my Tau lore. What am I thinking of? Where it's the big chunky one that's stealthy. The big chunky stealthy one. Not entirely sure. Yo-Yo Jimbo is going to win that. Yo-Yo, would you like a collectible card? Ghost Keel, that's the one. Ghost Keel, that's what I was thinking of. Thank you very much, Mr. AA Ministry. Appreciate you. Right. Next up, we've got ourselves an Adeptus Sororitas. Seraphim Squad, fresh in box, fresh in plastic, same as the last one, guys. This is 30% off retail price, literally the cheapest you will find from an official seller, an official market goer. Yes, here we are. Just as a reminder, guys, like I said, in the pinned comment, we do have a link to our Discord. If you join that, not only are you going to be able to take part in all the community stuff we got going on, but you'll also be able to take part in the giveaway that we're going to have soon. It is a Terror of Devlan kill team box. Totally free to enter. You're going to be able to get that very soon. Not sure about those curved flight bases, look kind of weird. Well, you can always get some special one stuff for yourself, give them some tactical rocks, or even 3D print some smoke trails. Hey ho. Hey ho, it's entirely up to you. But no worries, that's gonna go away. If anyone wants that later, let me know. Next up now, we've got it's almost attempting to have the classic World Eaters color scheme to it. You put a bit of blue and a bit of red on that and boom, you got a classic World Eater. But right now it is just primed in a bit of, Wraithbone, bit of Wraithbone primer, £1 for a Cornate Berserker. Not bad if you just want to paint up the bunny ears. Oh goodness, what's the planet that they come from? Oh, I can never remember the name of Angron's planet. Nuceria? I want to say Nuceria. I do believe it is Nuceria. Xboxer, lovely jubbly. Would you like another Star Wars card with that, Mr. Xboxer? It is up to you, let me know. We also have Star Trek and Starship Troopers. Here we go, Necron Lichguard up next. Star Wars again, please. I've got you covered. I've got you covered, good sir. Let's give you... Ooh, that's... Ooh, oh. Sure, let's give you that one. That's an interesting card to have available, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, I'm sure you'll figure out which one I'm talking about when it arrives to you very swiftly. Nuceria, Angron's planet. See, I knew it was Nuceria. I should never doubt myself. I am always right, always correct. I am the golden child that can do no wrong. Funnily enough, Golden Child that can do no wrong actually genuinely was my nickname in one of my previous jobs. May have came about from a slightly less than positive place, but it became a positive nickname after the individual that bestowed it upon me left the company, and everyone else had a good laugh about it. So yes, I was and still am the golden child that can do no wrong. Had to find the correct voice there. Xbox is going to be putting a bid on these Lichguard. We do like the Lichguard. Guys, The Wicked and the Warped came out today properly. I can read The Wicked and the Warped. Very excited to read that. I read the first chapter. Did you know that Abaddon drinks wine from Horus's skull? Yeah? Like, he's just sitting there with a Primarch skull that he killed, swirling that crap about, and it's probably special wine as well. Abaddon has been known to brew his own custom demon moonshine. So maybe it's a wine of his own vintage, and he swirls it in Horus's skull, and he drinks wine as Cadia is destroyed, which is badass. It's true, you can do no wrong. You never misname a hobbit. Exactly. Why is that sounds like the whatchamacallit? It sounds like the videos where it's like, you wouldn't download a car. You wouldn't steal. God, I can't even remember. You wouldn't steal a car. You wouldn't rob a house. You wouldn't pirate anything. It's like you wouldn't misname a hobbit. No, I certainly wouldn't. They're all named Pippin. And if they're all named Pippin, then how could I possibly misname them? Because they all have the same name. Really simple. Really, really simple. I know the one you mean. Yeah, I mean, everyone remembers that. If you watched movies and stuff... Oh, by the way, this is a Legion Praetor with Power Axe. This is a 30k Legion Praetor on sprue, by the way, guys. I do apologise, I got a bit carried away. got a bit carried away there. I'll quickly rerun that again just so people know what it is. This is a 30k Legion Praetor with Power Axe. It's that Mark III beaky helmet, but you can do them unhelmeted as well. This is a great proxy for maybe a Chaos Lord or a Space Marine Captain, or you can use it as a Praetor or 30k itself. Entirely up to you. Entirely up to you. You wouldn't steal a policeman's hat. I would, however, clone a car for free, which is more accurate comparatively to video piracy. Fair enough. Well, those videos didn't last for very long, did they? They kind of petered out in the early 2000s. I've not seen it for quite a while. Actually, no, there's something really funny about that, isn't there? The music in that video was pirated. That's why they had to stop showing it. It's because the music was literally not, like, they didn't have the copyright to use the music. I remember that being absolutely hilarious, the irony of that. They were like, they had this thing where it's like, oh, you can't steal stuff, and then they actually stole the music to make it. Insane. What? That's incredible. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. Right, guys, we've got a Space Marine Chaos Rhino, a Chaos Space Marine Rhino, fresh in box here. What was it? All hobbits are just Pippin variants. There you go. All hobbits are just Pippin adjacent. But yeah, no, how was it really? It was indeed, genuinely. I think that's why they stopped showing it. Or at the very least, it came out after they'd stopped showing it, which is just so funny. Right, nobody for the Chaos Rhino. Okie dokie. Let's move on to another £1 start. We've got a few minis on this next £1 start. Some Stormcast goodness. An absolute monster ballista, a quad-barreled ballista, and then the two operatives that run it, the artillery crew, if you will. If you've played Total War, you're very familiar with artillery crew, but here you go, Stormcast Eternal. I don't imagine that they are very susceptible to getting overrun. They're still Stormcast, even without any swords or anything. Well, that one's got a sextant. So yeah, these are the artillery crew, as well as that huge quad-barreled ballista, which is insanely cool. Two different layers of the bow, like the bowstrings on the side. They are in need of a little bit of TLC, but that's nothing that a quick bath in some isopropyl won't fix. There we go, Xbox. Lovely stuff. What's the melee damage of a sextant? I don't know. It depends on how you swing it, I suppose. If it catches you with that, with the metal bit, you're gonna be hurting a bit, I'm sure. Mr. Xbox, I'll throw in another Star Wars card for you. There we go. I'll toss that in there. I'm just gonna say it's AP 0 damage 1 though. Same as a fist. Though if you get a critical, maybe it gets AP 1 if you're getting hit with the spiky bit or something. Right, next up we got ourselves a Reeve Captain from the Red Corsairs. A Reeve Captain from the Red Corsairs, starting out at £5. Nice bit of dry brushing on this. Fully ready for some slap chop goodness, if that is your desire. Otherwise, you can just do a bit of traditional painting. But if you want to go straight on with the slap chop, it is already Xenofold up the wazoo for you. Here we go. This is a Red Corsair Reeve Captain. It's got that Aquila base on it, which is very cool. The tattered cloak, and then that chaos-shaped trophy rack. Very nice. I love these new sculpts. Joker Jack is going to be getting that. Just a Joker Jack. Would you like any trading card with that auction win? Up to you. Right, next up we've got ourselves the Custody Wardens that I talked about just earlier. That's the two Custodies that we have today already gone through. The Alaris box, which nobody grabbed, and then these are Custody Wardens. So this is the Custody stuff we have today. We might have more on another day, but this is what we have for now. Those huge Castellan axes are absolutely brutal looking. I mean, the head of that axe is about the size of their chest, and if you imagine these guys are like 11 foot, 12 foot tall, that is going to be a big barrel chest. Won't say no to some trading cards. Okie dokie. Would you like Star Wars, Star Trek, or Starship Troopers, good sir? Star Wars, Star Trek, or Starship Troopers? Let me know. Anyone for the custody? No. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Going on to the next item. We've got ourselves. What have we got up next? We've got a Van Sar Cutter Gang. This is Van Sar Archaeotechs and Grav Cutters. We do also have a Van Sar Gang box itself. So if you're wanting to start a full Van Sar gang, look no further than what we got today. But here we go. Van Sar Archaeotech and Grav Cutters. These are the more elite troops of the Van Sar Necromunda gang. They've got access to an STC, which is why they got all this crazy high-tech gear. They've got those, like I said, the grav cutters, the floating grav boards, very Spider-Man Goblin-esque, if you ask me. The whole gang's got a very Goblin theme to it, actually. Now I'm looking at them, but yeah, so they float around. They've got those hollow force field shields, which are quite cool. And then you've got the Archaeotechs with their powered armor suits. Nobody for those. Alrighty. Alrighty, we'll go back to a £1 starter. We've got a big bag of basing material. So this is basing material which has a bunch of like cut up stuff. So if you want to add some texture to your bases, this is going to be a must-have. What's this? We need you to get some Stargate cards so you can give the Star Quadrilogy. I'm quite happy with the trilogy right now. Quite happy with the trilogy. Star Wars, Star Trek, and Starship. Otherwise, it's going to be Star Wars, Star Trek, Starship, and Stargate, and then I don't know. What is there even? Is there another Star? Is there another Star? Whatchamacallit? Show, movie series, TV series out there? There probably is. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of another Star one. None is currently coming to mind. Yeah, you did a good shout with the Stargate. Didn't even consider that. Hey, Rust rocket launcher, getting the basing there. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Ooh. Make sure I can actually reach. Here we go. We've got Battlestar Galactica. I will admit, Battlestar Galactica was in my brain, and then I was like, it's not. It doesn't start with star, but there is star on there. So I kind of didn't say it, but you've already looked into my brain. You saw Battlestar in there. How you look into my mind is a little bit of a worry, I will admit. I thought I'd set enough psychic barriers so that the chat couldn't look into my brain anymore. But hey ho, if you're in there, can you tell me what the password to my old laptop is? I forgot it ages ago, and it's kind of just been sat in my room, unused for many years. Starship Troopers, we've already got Starship Trooper cards. That is already part of the trilogy, but good shout, good shout. Right, next up we've got ourselves some Mechanicus Skitari. Already based with the red sand of Mars, the rust red sand of Mars. So if you're wanting yourself a full Skitari squad here, starting at £10, that is not bad. You've got the Arquebus sniper in there. You've also got the Sergeant. He's got a shock maul and arc pistol. There's a plasma culverin in there. There's an arc rifle. There are a few different models in there. But yes, this is Skitari. What are the? So there's the radium carbine, which is I think that's the gun with like the little doodads on it, and then they've got the big long one, which I haven't played Darktide enough recently. I've already forgotten the name of the big long rifle that they've got. Goodness me, I need to. That's just telling me that I need to go back and watch some Star Wars. Not Star Wars, play some Darktide. Goodness me, I've got Star Wars on the brain, evidently. Mr. Yo-Yo Jimbo is going to win those. Congratulations, Mr. Yo-Yo Jimbo. We do have some more Mechanica stuff a little bit later, mainly a Tech Priest. So if you're looking for that, be on the lookout for later down the stream. I said stream, and my brain immediately just went, "That's you silly boy. That means a river." And I was like, no, that means live stream. I was like, down the stream. You gotta make sure you got some paddles for that. You don't want to be up the stream without a paddle, guys. I heard that's quite bad. Right, next up, we've got ourselves some Kurnoth Hunters / Kurnoth Archers from the Sylvaneth. Is the heat getting to you, Harry? How can you tell? Right, here we go. Kurnoth Hunters / Kurnoth Archers, new sprue for the Sylvaneth. These are like the big elite troopy guys, so you can either have them with those swords or the big glaive, or you can have them with the bow. Wagwan, Harry! Wagwan, Mr. Gimme! How are we doing? How are we doing? Goodness me. Oh, this is the Kronos boss fight, I believe. Or this is the sound that happens when, you get murked in Hades 2. Yes, we are listening to the Hades 2 soundtrack. Fist of Dawn is going to be getting the Kurnoth sprue. Lovely stuff. Mr. Fist of Dawn, would you like any tradable cards with that? Any Khorne Juggernauts? We do have a World Eater Lord Invocator, which has a Juggernaut. He's riding a Juggernaut. Loving the energy today. Always love your eagerness. If you can't tell, guys, I'm going to be fully open and honest. I've been doing my best to wean myself off of caffeine. But today I decided, you know what, I'm just going to have a coffee and be done with it. Yes, Mr. Fist of Dawn. So we have trading cards from Star Wars. So we got some Star Wars stuff here, as you can see. We've also got from Star Trek. This is the original series. So you got Kirk and Spock and all that sort of stuff. He looks like he's been at the mercy of someone testing out their new lipstick. And then lastly, we have Starship Troopers. These ones are really cool. They're either snippets from the film, behind the scenes, and then on the back they also have a brief explanation of what's going on. So here we go, Dizzy's Dance. There's even a picture from the, the storyboard there. So if you want any of those, just say either Starship, Star Wars, or Star Trek, and I'll toss one of those completely for free. Ooh, Star Trek sounds good. Okie dokie, I'll toss in a Star Trek. Let's give you... That's a good one. Let's toss that one in there for you. Where am I? There. Pop that in the bag. There used to be a Warhammer card game, didn't there? There's been a few Warhammer card games. There's also been Warhammer collectible cards from Panini, which I am the proud owner of quite a few of those. But yes, any NIDs today, asked Mike. We do have some Termagants on sprue, if you're looking for that, but that is the only... And we've also got a box of Hormagants. We do have a box of Hormagants a bit later, so if you're interested in those, let me know. Bro, you don't do drugs, I guess. Enjoy the coffee. I definitely don't. No, the only experience with that sort of stuff is when I went to Thailand and had a few brownies, and I greened the heck out. But yes. I've never had any experience with that sort of stuff. I'm a good boy. I'm a good British lad. I didn't cave to peer pressure just because I am a contrarian. And so whenever someone actively wants me to do something, I'll be like, no, I'm not going to do that. Here we go. We've got ourselves a Van Sar Gang box, fresh in plastic. Mr. Joker Jack is going to be grabbing that. I will say, Joker, we've also got the Architect and Grav Cutters box, if you're interested in that. I try not to have too much blood in my caffeine system. Brilliant. How the cask makes you see the face of God. Not too sure what that one is. I'll be fully honest. But yes, no, I there was a while where I was like, I don't want to be reliant on caffeine, and I would do stints. But I will admit, I've been having a lot more caffeine recently since I have been editing the animated battle reports. So I've just kind of had to give in and realise that caffeine does actually help you, even if you got to spend some money to get it. But my main delivery system is mochas. Nescafe pre-made mochas. Right. Are we ready, guys? Are we ready for the
Second paint race of the day? That is right, we're starting out with war paints, obsidian skin from Army Painter, then tiger eye skin. These are warm skin tones here. And then lastly but not leastly, it is war paint retarder. So this is basically a special finny agent for your paints. So are we ready? This is obsidian skin, tiger eye skin, and war paints retarder for the second paint race of the stream. I hope you're ready. I hope your horses are ready. I hope your jockeys are ready. We're going to get going right now. Is it going to be Blame Phil? It's always going to be Blame Phil. Yep, Blame Phil rocketing ahead as usual, but Xboxer is going to sneak past Blame Phil, but Blame Phil's going to fight back, but Xboxer's also fighting back. It's a bit of a tussle for the top, but it seems like Merry Meadows is going to sneak in from the middle of the pack to take the lead, followed by Rust Rocket Launcher, number 6. What happened to the other 5 Rust Rocket Launchers? We don't want to talk about them. We are through the final corner. The finish line is in sight, but Simley is going to be sneaking in from the back to the front and resetting that timer. Very nice. Is anyone going to fight Simley? No, it appears like Simley is going to be the leader of the second paint race of the day. Congratulations, Simley. Congratulations.
Says, no thank you, I've got the architects, been trying to get the Van Sar main gang for a while. Well, I'm glad that we had them available. No one will fight back, have 2 big biceps. Oh, goodness. You hear that, guys? That is a threat. Similarly, would you like a trading card with those paints? It is entirely up to you. Also, I'm not sure if you were here earlier, but we did do another one of those Yorkshire walls. The stone walls. So it's a shame I didn't see you there, because I thought you said you were looking for them. I might have done it a bit too early. Alas. Sure. Would you like Starship, Star Trek, or Star Wars, Mr. Simley? Mr. Simley? Makes it sound like you're, like a Disney villain. Star Wars? You've got it. You've got it, bud. Let's give you that one. That looks good. Pop that there for you. Okie dokie. Next up, we've got ourselves. This is Captain Sargosa from the Huron Blackheart Coterie, the Masters of the Maelstrom. Here she is on her little floaty disc. Question about Star Trek cards. Do you have any with Janeway or Voyager? Fist of Dawn, we did have a couple Voyager cards yesterday, but they got snatched up rather quickly. We are currently just left with the, the original first cast. Like I said, Kirk and Spock and Mr. Bones and all that sort of stuff. Yes, only the first edition. What's the name? What's the official name? First series, I suppose. Nobody for Captain Sargosa. Alrighty. Move on to a big one, guys. The original series. Yeah, there we go. Not edition. I'm too in on Warhammer calling stuff editions. Right, guys, the Dark Water Prince is here. That is right. This is, oh goodness, what's his name? I wrote it down. It is Gelgus Pust. Gelgus Pust, the Demon Prince of the Dark Water Sect. This is a monster of a mini. You can use him as a 40k Demon Prince if you so wish. He's got that beautiful Executioner sword and then a big scary mace. It's almost like vegetable wings on his back there, insect-like talons, very weird. Those huge horns and that big blustering belly. Here we go. If you want to get yourself one of the coolest AOS minis that they've released in a long time, he is up for grabs right now. Bosh. What was his name again? It was Gelgus Pust. Sounds like a name that you'd sort of... it sounds like the name that should be sung about in, in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory by the Oompa Loompas. Gelgus Pust, he has got us in a fuss. I want to use him as an Ogren bodyguard. Oh, well, Jimmy, see, we do have the what are they called? The Crustborn or something like that? Nobody for Gelgus Pust. All right. what they called? I want to say Pusspawn. I don't think it is Pusspawn though. But the big Plague Bearer types that are also in Darkwater. Those might be good Ogren bodyguards. They might be a little slim for Ogren. I'm not too sure. They're pretty big. They're pretty big, so that might be a good one. Right, next up we got ourselves another fresh box here. This is the Kroot Lone Spear, riding that Salamander. Very pretty. As a reminder, guys, fresh boxes of 40k are 30% off. Cheapest you can possibly find from any official seller. 30% off retail price for a fresh in-box, still in plastic Warhammer box. That is not bad in my opinion. Holy moly, the sweat is making my hair go all funny. I'm looking a bit off. That is fine. I've got a fan on me. It's doing its best to cool me down, but hey ho, it can't do much for the sweat on the old brow. Right, nobody for the Kroot Lone Spear. Okie dokie. We'll move on. What is up next? Oh, guys. It is our Trench Crusade mini of the day. That is right. Every single stream we like to do ourselves one Trench Crusade mini. On the Saturday stream, I try and get the biggest one that we have available. This is the biggest chappy that we have available. Should I put him next to a Space Marine? Let's put him next to a Space Marine. Or let's go on past what would be good? Here we go. This is a Space Marine without a head. But this will give you an idea of the scale. So it is a little bit bigger than a Space Marine, but you can see the bulk of that huge arm there, with some, looks like demonic glyphs carved into it. That will be really cool to paint. Big old shaggy mane, a collar around his neck, some more stuff branded onto his back too. An absolute monstrous. Take my strong hand, yes! Come on, child! Take my strong hand! God. Oh, that bicep is bigger. I yield. But here we go. Starting at £1, this is today's Trench Crusade mini. Got any Death Guard or Chaos Knights? We do indeed have some Death Guard today. We've got a Tallyman, we've got Plague Marine on sprue, and we've also got a Lord of Virulence. A Lord of Virulence. That is all available today. If you're interested, let me know if you want any of those, because I can run them now if you want any of those specific ones. Like I said, Plague Marines on sprue, a built Lord of Virulence, and a built Tallyman. And it looks like this is going to be going to Phil for just £1. Awesome stuff, Phil. Enjoy your monstrous bicep. Any bolt action? Yes, we do have some bolt action. We've got... I believe it is, what you call it? We've got a German, it's a German tank. Let's see if I can find the exact name. A Yagged Tiger. A Yagged Tiger. The Lord of Virulence, you want me to run the Lord of Virulence? Okie dokie. I can do that. No problem. Let me just quickly find it. But yeah, for bolt action, we've got a Yagged Tiger on sprue for £19. So if you want me to run that, let me know. Let me know. Here it is. The Lord of Virulence for the Death Guard. This is a monstrous mini. Look at that cape of cables, that huge power fist, and then that disgusting blight spewer. Holy moly. Here we go, Lord of Virulence, starting at £15 for this chappy. This is normally, I think, a £35 model, guys, so what an absolute bargain. What an absolute bargain. What a steal, Phil. I know, you got that Trench Crusade mini for nothing. Would you like a trading card to go along with that, Mr. Phil? But yes, other than Death Guard, like I said, we got the Tallyman, and we have Plague Marines on sprue, so if you're interested in any of those, let me know. Any Lizardmen or Seraphon? Yes, please, Star Wars. Okie dokie, Phil. I'll get you that Star Wars card. We'll give you... That one looks good. But any Lizardmen and Seraphon, we do have some metal pterodons. Some metal pterodons with skinks on them. If you're interested in that, there's two of them for £5. Mr. J. Miat, that Lord of Virulence is going to be going to you. Steal that? I know, absolute steal. Mr. J, would you like a trading card, either Starship Troopers, Star Trek, or Star Wars? Entirely for free, up to you. Yes, someone's asking for Seraphon. Here we go. I'll get them up for you now. Yeah, we do have a lot of very good deals here at Merlin. We like to take care of our customers. So be on the lookout. But yeah, so these are all metal models. So there is some skinks riding pterodons with their flight bases. Here we go. There is a second one as well. Fully metal, classic models. 2 of these for £5. Not bad at all. Not bad at all for some classic Seraphon goodness. Here we go. 2 Seraphon metal pterodons with skink riders for a £5. Fist of Dawn's going to put a bid on that. Anybody else for this fantasy history? These are cool models. Those big sweeping wings. They've got a nice bit of detail on them, and they're metal as well, so you can very safely just strip them if you want to paint them yourself. 9759 David fighting back against Mr. Fist of Dawn. I think Fist of Dawn's going to get that though. Yes, Fist of Dawn is indeed going to get that. Excellent. Excellent. Mr. Fist of Dawn, would you like a trading card to go with that? It is up to you. It is up to you. Continue on with our regularly scheduled programming in just a moment. Goes a Star Wars card. Okie dokie. Alrighty. We'll toss that one in. That's a cool one. Bosh. Right, what is up next? We've got ourselves. Oh, this is a good one. Do I have to pay postage on each item? Is it combined? It is combined, Mr. Fist of Dawn. The first time you purchase anything, that is the only time during a stream where you have to pay postage. All auctions that you win after that is completely free postage-wise. Yeah, it is just a pay once per stream deal. So if you get multiple things, you only have to pay postage on the first one. That's great, thank you. No worries, my absolute pleasure. Right, here we go, guys. This is a what you call not a land raider, a rhino. It's not a predator either. I know someone's gonna jump on that. This is a rhino from. I believe it's got a red corsair in it, but I mean it looks like a generic space marine. Doesn't look KLC, other than that big bayonet. But even then, space marines are pretty brutal with their stuff too. I see you, Phil. I see you, Phil, ready to jump on that going, isn't no predator? No, I said it was Land Raider this time, so there you go. I've made a different mistake, which you can jump on me about this time around. But here you go, a full rhino for £15. These are absolutely brilliant for transporting both melee and range units alike. Nobody for that. Okie dokie. Righto, we'll move on. We'll move on. Next up, we've got ourselves... I think it's a whirlwind, actually. Yeah, sure. Sure. Okay. Next up, we've got ourselves some Space Marine Intercessors. Space Marine Intercessors. This is a set of 10 Space Marine Intercessors, but no bases. No bases, so it is just 10 Space Marine Intercessors. This is going to be half price. Any Blood Bowl to date, we do have a fresh box of Black Orc Blood Bowl team, as well as the cards for the Black Orc Blood Bowl team. So if you're interested in getting a full Black Orc team and the cards that go with them, then I can run that for you next, if you so wish. Right now, this is 10 Space Marine Intercessors, guys. 10 Space Marine Intercessors. On sprue, half price. Right. Dokie, nobody for that. That's fine. that is fine. Any custody vehicles or dreadnoughts or Horus Heresy custodies? We do have a fresh box of Alaris custodians, and very shortly we do have a Contemptor dreadnought coming up, Vespian. So in the next few items we will have a Contemptor dreadnought coming up. So that is going to be pretty good. Any old world today? We do have a box of Chaos Marauder Horsemen. If you're interested, I can run those next if you'd like, Mr. Fist of Dawn. Right now, though, we have Space Wolf Grey Hunters. Space Wolf Grey Hunters right now. Fresh in box, ready to go. Yes, we do have Chaos Warriors. Warriors are Chaos Marauder Horsemen. So if you'd like that, I can run that next. And yeah, like I said, the Dreadnought is going to be starting very soon. In the next few items, get that Dreadnought up and going. Anybody for Space Wolves? No? Okie dokie. Okie dokie. So next up, we've got another big bit of resin terrain. No thanks, I'm on the Chaos. I'm more Lizardmen, High Elves, or Empire kind of guy. We did have an Empire cannon and mortar yesterday. We've also got some Pistoliers. Not available today, but if you'd like, I can run them tomorrow. So we do have access to Empire Pistoliers and an Empire, cannon and mortar set. So if you like either of those, they'll be up for grabs tomorrow. Just let me know, and I can definitely include them in tomorrow's stream. Okay, cool. What time? Same time as today, 4 o'clock till 7 o'clock, Mr. Fist of Dawn. 4 o'clock till 7 o'clock. Looks like Jimmy C is going to be grabbing this sandbag set. Like I said, it's full resin. That is quite hefty. Quite hefty. Right, next up, we've got a Mind Stealer Sphinx. A Mind Stealer Sphinx. This is from Age of Sigmar. This is the, this is from, what's the name? Is it Warband? I think it might be Warband. But yes, this is the Age of Sigmar Mind Stealer Sphinx. It's got 3 eyes. Might need a little bit of a isopropyl bath, but hey ho. It is a cool looking model, and yeah, well, the horns is a bit, it received a bit of battle damage, but that is what it is. It is what it is. Right, nobody for this chappy. Okie dokie. Alright. Next up, we've got some Ogre Iron Guts. Ogre Iron Guts. With their, that's a huge banner with a big, scary orc-type face on it. Well, I guess it's an ogre face, isn't it? The ever-present hungry maw of the ogres. So here we go, Ogre Iron Guts. Pretty interested. These are the old ones, I'll admit. So the new ones are out, but these are the originals. So if you're wanting some original ogre goodness to bolster your forces, then here we are. I do really like that banner. It's got skulls in its mouth. It's got those huge tusks either side. Clearly made out of metal. It's quite cool. Quite cool. But yeah, Fist of Dawn, if we got any Empire stuff, I will definitely toss it in tomorrow's live stream. I think we've got some flagellants that are built and ready to go. I think we've got some great swords that are ready to go too. So we've got a few Empire bits and bobs that we can do for you. Right, up next we got ourselves a Custody Dreadnought. Not Custody Dreadnought, sorry. A Contemptor Dreadnought. Yes, it was yellow, what can I say? Terra Volt. In the language of Latin, I mean High Gothic, sorry. But here we are, Contemptor Dreadnought, Legion Astartes. This is, I don't think this has different variants like the Siege Dreadnought. Now this is all in one. Autocannon, Gravis Autocannon, Gravis Plasma Cannon, Conversion Beamer, Gravis Melter Cannon, Volkite Dual Culverins, Gravis Bolt Cannon, or a Gravis Las Cannon. And then shown there a Gravis autocannon. This is 30% off, guys. 30% off. Anybody for a Contempt Dreadnought? No? Alrighty. Alrighty. We'll move on. We've got a £1. Got a £1 start. This is a... I think it's like an MDF wooden thing where you sort of pop it out and assemble it, and it is a Zooks helicopter medevac option for the Sarissa Precision Far East set. Krieg coming up soon. I'll tell you what, if you're looking for Krieg, I will get them up and running next, Mr. Jimmy. I'll grab them up next if you like. Whereabouts are they? Whereabouts are they? Where are the Krieg? Whoa. Death Corps Krieg, there they are. Let's actually find them. Aha, found you. Found you. Come on now. Come on now. There we go. As we are serenaded by the wonderful guitar soundtrack. Here we go. Death Corps of Krieg, Astra Militarum. Full unit box, fresh in plastic. Like I said, 30% off, guys. 30% off retail price for this. That is really good, in my opinion. Jimmy C is going to put a bid on that. Lovely stuff. Anybody else for the Death Corps of Krieg? Fresh in plastic. This is a full squad, 10 miniatures. You've got the sergeant there with his power saber / sword. You've all got those Lucius pattern las guns. Probably one of my favourite las gun variants to use in Darktide. I really like sort of like the charge up, the very heavy hits for the las gun rather than just constant little shots. More of a precision weapon. Reminds me of the scout rifles from Destiny, which were my favourite gun right behind the hand cannons. I really did like the hand cannons. I was the kind of person that used Hawkmoon. If you've ever played Destiny, you know Hawkmoon was a bit of a gamble. One of its 6 rounds had a chance to, I think, deal like double damage or something like that, so you had to spin the wheel a little bit, but when that hit, it hit and it was very fun. I know a lot of people use things like Fawn. Fawn was cool. I remember when Fawn came back in Destiny 2, actually. I never experienced Fawn in the heyday of Destiny 1. I joined Destiny 1 quite late, when the Taken King bundle was about. Right. Drukhari Witches, guys. Drukhari Witches. Built and ready to go. A full squad for a £5. Not bad, not bad if you ask me. Full squad of witches for a £5. Anybody gonna grab these up? We do have the Drukhari kill team a little bit later, the Hand of the Archon. So if you're interested in grabbing a Drukhari kill team or just a very cool unit for your Drukhari army, that is going to be up for grabs quite soon. Quite soon. And by quite soon, I mean literally next. It's the next item, the Hand of the Archon squad. Nobody for the witches. Alrighty. Put those back, and then we'll get out the Hand of the Archon. This is, like I said, the Drukhari kill team, but you can take it in 40k. It's got, I think they have an invulnerable, they have a 5-up invulnerable on an objective of your choice. And you can obviously put an Archon in them and buff them up a bit there too, but otherwise it's mostly a regular Cabalite squad. It does have a few special things in it, but the main thing, like I said, is they get that 5-up invul on an objective of your choice. Few different weapon options there. Blast gun, dark lance, the melee specialist in there too. Here we go. Hand of the Archon for £10. This is a Drukhari kill team. So you get to use it in kill team if you want, or you can just use it as regular guys in your 40k. This is basically like the Regiment of Renown. The thing they've been doing with all the kill team units, where it's kind of like a special Regiment of Renown style unit for 40k. But this is available if you're wanting to start your Drukhari goodness. They've got some really cool sculpts in there, built and ready to go. Built rather well as well. We took a close look at it yesterday. Not too many mold lines or anything. Anybody? No, nobody for the Hand of the Archon. All right. Sorry, Harry, late to the party. Did I miss Lord of the Rings and paints? You've missed some paints, yes. As for Lord of the Rings, you've not missed any Lord of the Rings just yet. We do have Lord of the Rings stuff later. We've got those Warg Riders. I've got some Riders of Rohan as well, so if anyone's interested in those, let me know. I can run those now if you so wish. So we've got Warg Riders and Riders of Rohan for Lord of the Rings today. Right now, though, 0 to 100 hours, night raids in World War II, the Partisan Resistance Cell. This is going for about 50 odd quid on eBay, guys. So if you're interested in 0 to 100 hours, night raids in World War II, the French Resistance, hey ho, it is what it is. Here we are. 14 miniatures and 40 gaming cards. Not bad. Not bad. What are the minis? Well, the minis are all the stuff that you see here. Those are all the minis. Show you on the back. There we are. You can get a close look at those. I'll run it again if you like, but here they are. Partisan Resistance Cell. There's all the minis, and you get all the cards for it too. 0200 hours expansion set. A courageous group of partisan fighters resist the German occupiers, gathering information, forming plans, and launching night raids on the enemy. This expansion adds plan cards to the game, allowing the partisan players to choose special tricks and stratagems before the battle starts, cut the phone lines, receive coded messages, or even place sausages to distract the guard dogs. Righty, nobody for that. Okay. Next up, we've got ourselves a Stormcast. Are the paints Army Painter by chance? Yep, there are some Army Painter paints. There are some Dark Art paints. There's a bit of a mixture today between Army Painter and Dark Arts. You know, the very first thing we did today was Dark Art paints, black, white, and brown inks, or tobacco ink, I should say. Here we go. We've got a Stormcast character here with that two-handed great hammer, going for £1. We are live streaming on YouTube right now as well. Any Conflict 47 in the Grey Pit? We might have some Conflict 47, not today specifically, but we might have some in our pile of eBay live stuff. Xboxer is going to be grabbing the Stormcast there. Lovely jubbly. Then move on to... We're moving on to... Where are we? I've lost our place. Some Orc Warriors. Orc Warriors from Lord of the Rings. There we go. Oh, they do have bases. They've got slot bases. They're not glued into the slot bases, so I've just got to put them in. Here we go. Some Orc Warriors and Archers. Quite a lot of them. I do apologise, like I said, they're not glued onto their bases, so I'm just having to put them on manually before popping them down. Right, and then one more after this. A few pikemen, a few sword and shield, there's an axeman here, and a few bowmen. Do you have any Skaven artillery? We've got storm vermin today, and that is it. No artillery, sadly. We did have some Doom Wheels and stuff a couple weeks ago, but they got snatched up. Alright, here we are. Orc Warriors. Good afternoon. Have I missed the Trench Crusade today? You sadly have, Jax. I do apologise, Mr. Jax. You have missed the Trench Crusade. We did that about 20 minutes ago. Do apologise. I try and do it sort of like in the first hour or so of the stream. Yes. Usually about the 20th. I think usually about the 24th item or so, or 25th is the Trench Crusade mini. Nobody for these orcs. Okay. Ooh. There's all the bases left behind. Bugger. I feel you, matey. I feel you. Tell you what, Mr. Phil got an absolute bargain with it. He managed to get it for £1. There was no one else looking for it. Have no fear, we will have another one tomorrow. Next up, we've got ourselves some Stormcast. I know, oh god, really twist the knife. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? It's absolutely shocking. Right, we've got a whole bundle of Stormcast here, guys. A mixture of painted, unpainted, a few weapons missing and such. But the whole thing is going to be going for £5, so you can get yourself an absolute bundle of Sigmar's finest golden boys for very cheap. Got some weapons you want to add to them, bit of a fixer-upper. This is going to be a great project for you. Otherwise, the majority of them are pretty okay. But yeah, there's a few of them missing weapons and such. But here you go, a bundle of Stormcast. Absolute ton of Stormcast, all for a £5. All for £5. Anybody gonna grab these Golden Warriors forged from lightning? I mean, if I really wanted to twist the knife, I could show off the mini. I'm not sure if I'll be that cruel. Have no fear, there will be another Trench Crusade mini up for grabs tomorrow. So don't worry, don't worry. Xboxer. I'll toss in another Star Wars card for you, but you're going to grab all of those. Lovely stuff. Oh, I do like the Hades soundtrack. It is absolutely brilliant if you're playing the game. Who here has played Hades? Or Hades 2 for that matter, or both? I did a lot in the first game. Really enjoyed the second game. I'm nowhere near to 100% completing it because, goodness me, those games have got some really hard challenges. Those will need some TLC, methinks. They definitely will, but that's kind of the fun, isn't it? Right, next up, fresh in box, or blister I should say, Palatine for the Sisters of Battle. Palatine, just a nice single mini here in the old blister. They're not really doing blisters too much these days. They've sort of reverted to doing small boxes, which I kind of like. There is something about the blister, being able to look into the back and see the sprue, which is quite nice. I've got some fond memories of blisters. Here we are, Adepta Sororitas Palatine. We do have a Dialogus a bit later as well. And we've already had a Seraphim squad go that nobody took. So if anyone's interested in getting started in Sisters, that will be a good starting point. No one's going to grab that one. Okay, you know what time it is then, guys. You know what time it is. It's time for the third paint race of the day. We have some Army Painter speed paints up for grabs. Currently, that is right. We've got Mummified Grime from Greenish Grey. We've got Noble Skin. And then lastly, we've got Burnished Red. So here we go. Army Painter speed paints. Free for the price of whatever you bid. Starting right about now. Who's going to be first? It's going to be Blame Phil. Let's not kid ourselves. Oh no, it's Exotic Beige. Blame Phil. Oh goodness, it's going Exotic Beige, going to Ebony Rules, then Rules overtaken by Yo-Yo Jimbo, Yo-Yo Jimbo overtaken by Blame Phil overtaken by Jimmy C overtaken by Xboxer, then overtaken by Yo-Yo Jimbo, and lastly overtaken by Exotic Beige, who is then overtaken by Xboxer, and then finally Merry Meadows, or should we say Pippin Meadows, as the lead currently. We are through the final corner. Is anybody else going to be bidding, or is it going to be going to Merry Meadows? It's going to go to Merry Meadows. Congratulations.
There was a flurry of activity at the start there, and then it all sort of calmed
down. Good job, Merry Meadows. Good job, Merry Meadows. Mr. Merry Meadows, would you like a collectible card from either Star Wars, Star Trek, or Starship Troopers? Totally for free. If you do, let me know in the chat. Let me know. Next up, we've got ourselves some more Dark Water minis. These are the... what are they called? They're called the... Star Wars, please and thank you. No problem. I'll get that tossed in there. Bosh. Here we are. This is the Cankerborn. The Cankerborn from Dark Water. Big plague marines, plague bearers, overgrown plague bearers. I'll put a space marine next to them so you can see the scale. So this space marine are not part of the bid, guys. That's not part of the bid. I'm just showing you the scale. There we are. So these are the Cankerborn from Dark Water. You see they're almost twice the height of a space marine. That is kind of crazy. Right. This is going to be starting at £10, guys. Starting at £10 for the 2 Cankerborn from Dark Water. Very pretty models, if you ask me. Pathfinder is going to put a bid on those. We did have the Demon Prince themselves a little earlier. What was his name? Is it something Cankerpust, I believe? What was his name? Gelgus Pust earlier. If anyone's interested in Gelgus Pust, let me know. I can put him up for grabs. Okay, next up, we've got ourselves a bolt action. Sounds like an STD. Yeah. I guess if if Doodad worked together with Slanesh, if Nurgle worked together with Slanesh, it could very well be. Right. Next up, we've got ourselves a bolt action German tank. On sprue with the build guide. This is the Jagd Tiger. It's got everything in it. So we've got the build guide, paint guide. There's the paint guide, desert yellow. The Jagd Tiger for bolt action, the German tank, as well as the the transfer sheets and such. Here we go, Jagd Tiger. Anybody for this? German bolt action World War II war game. The Jagd Tiger. Goodness me, it's hot. Sweating up a storm. Anybody for that? No? Okie dokie. Alrighty, any witch hunters coming up? We do have some Adeptus Sororitas, but no specific witch hunter, sadly. Oh, I just ate a massive kebab and now I'm having the meat sweats. Oh my goodness. I think the only other time I've ever heard the phrase the meat sweats is Joey Tribbiani from Friends after eating that entire turkey. I'm undercovers with the aircon on. Alright, just insult us while we're down. I've got the aircon on me too, but we've not got AC. I've not got aircon, I've got a fan on me, I should say. Right. Captain Climate Change over here. Captain Climate Change is foul. That is a foul thing to say, good sir. Right. Next up, who's interested in their Black Templar and who likes the Scrapyard Orc? I hope you do, because we've got some the Scrapyard Orc dice up for you right now. And the dice are Black Templar themed. Well, I'll show off. Here we are. So that's the 6s of them, guys. And then all the rest kind of look like that. And also, for good measure, you will get a little froggy sticker. So you get a little froggy sticker with it too. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's adorable. There you go. The Scrapyard Orc. Custom Black Templar dice with a little froggy sticker. Oh, oh. What's not to love? Starting at £1, guys. Starting at just £1. Little froggy is in the background. He's all blurry in the background. Bit of a bidding war. Xboxer Sergeant Geo. Sugio. Not entirely sure. The frog is the real lot. True. True. Let's get the frog front and center, shall we? Come on, slip you in there. There we go. There's the frog. Aww. Xboxer, I'll toss another Star Wars card in there for you, as well as all the other stuff. There we are. Do love the little froggy. Very sweet, very cute. And then those Black Templar dice are going to be all yours. Scylla and the Sirens. My favourite boss fight. It is a musical boss fight. Dice are a bonus. True, the dice are a bonus after the little froggy. Very true. Right, next up we've got ourselves some Space Marine Intercessors with molded texture bases. Oh, they're painted red, so I guess these are pseudo Blood Angels, but you can really paint them up to be whatever you want. There you go. Full squad, or full 5-man squad of Intercessors, I should say. Whoop. Give a little zoom out, give a little zoom out. Goodness me, I'm fighting up a storm. Anybody fought some Space Marine Intercessors? No? Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Moving on, we've got a sprue. What's a sprue? It is, hey, it's, what you call it? The Riders of Rohan. The Riders of Rohan. We go Riders of Rohan on sprue. There are 6 of them, and you got all the bases for them too. Shaky, shaky, basey, basey. Here we are. 19 for these chaps. Pippins on horses, yes! Do you want 6 Pippins on horses? Well, here you go. Here you go. Good and ready to go. One of the spears is a little wonky, but that is a quick glue fix there. Quick glue fix. These have been on this table a few times back and forth. Probably why there's a little bit of damage. But like I said, it's on sprue, so that is just a quick bit of glue and it's all good. Anybody for the Riders of Rohan? No? Okie dokie. Alrighty. Next up. We've got a Forge World box, guys. This is... whatchamacallit? I know this said Von Ryans. No, these are Gal Vorbak, guys. Gal Vorbak from Heresy. Resin Gal Vorbak from Heresy. These retail for £75, guys. £75. We've got the bases for them too. So you get 6 Gal Vorbak here, the original Chaos Possessed, retailing for £75 if I'm not mistaken. Here we go, 30% off, guys, 30% off for the original Word Bearer / whatever Chaos Space Marines you want, Possessed. Use them as super possessed for your 40k army too if you like. No, nobody for the Gal Vorbak. Alrighty. Alrighty. Ooh. Put the faces back too. Rock us, Scylla. Rock us out. Forge World Minis being separate to mainstream Warhammer. Yeah, true. They did have a bit more extra aura to them, didn't they? Alright, next up we've got ourselves a little dwarf chappie. There we go, little orc chappie starting at about... Ready for this denizen of Khazad-dûm. Or I guess this is a fantasy dwarf. This is not Age of Sigmar, this is proper old fantasy. Who knows where this chappie is aligned to? I sure don't know that iconography. Hey ho. Anybody for the dwarf? No? Okie dokie. Next up we got ourselves some Skaven guys. Some Skaven. These are Storm Vermin. Storm Vermin Skaven. Oh. The elite armoured chappies. These are a pain to get through in Vermintide. Unless you got some good anti-armour. But if they spawn too many of them, goodness me, they become a problem. I'll tell you what, I'm quite excited to play a campaign with the new Skaven Lord. Is the Yagd sold? I heard in the background, but I was busy. The Yagd is not sold, Mr. Simley. No, I can rerun that if you'd like. I can rerun the Yagd. Right now we got some Storm Vermin from the Skaven. The armoured elite units of the Skaven. Not just trash these ones. No, no, no. These are the proper, well-trained military units from the Skaven. Ooh. Nobody for the Storm Vermin. Okie dokie. Next up, well, I say next up, this was the previous one. This is the German Jagd. Here we go, the Jagd Tiger from Bolt Action. Jagd Tiger. Going for 19 this. Full German tank. With the assembly and painting guide and the full sprue. And the transfer sheet. Go. This is a good boss fight in Hades. I'm very fond of musical boss fights and stuff. I'm just fond of musicals in general. I like singing. I like singing with a bit of story. Where it's not just meaningless song, you know. There we go, Simile. That's going to be going to you. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff indeed. Okay. Turn that down a little bit. Gosh. Next up, we've got ourselves some Nurgle chappies from Age of Sigmar. A little bit more. That's a bit too quiet. Right. Next up, we've got ourselves the Sloven Knights from Age of Sigmar. These are horse knight units for the Nurgly chaps. Look at them. They go alongside that like Harbinger of Decay. Really cool model that. Really cool model that. And the bases. To these oval bases. We do like a good oval base for our cavalry. Not sure why the Riders of Rohan have round bases. They just do. This is... Ooh, here we are. The Sloven Knights. 40% off. McLovin Knights. Where's McLovin from? Is that Kick-Ass? Is McLovin from Kick-Ass or is that somewhere else? I remember the face of the actor. He's like that nerdy guy who's got the glasses and black hair. Super bad. That's one. Isn't it funny that there were two sort of like parody superhero movies quite close to each other? Superbad and... I've completely forgotten the name of the first one I literally just talked about it. Holy moly. My brain is not good. Is that a bit worrying? Maybe? Kick ass. Thank you. Thank you. Holy moly, what is going on with my brain? Maybe I really do need to stay away from the caffeine. It's okay, I'm here for you. Thank you, Phil. You care for me in my old age when I go senile. Which is apparently going to be in my 30s. Right, next up we've got ourselves Adepta Sororitas Dialogus. Dialogus? I'm not sure. Here we go. Adepta Sororitas Dialogus. Fresh in box. She's there shouting a little head off. She's got the book on the back. She's got her scriptures. She's got that box caster. Very pretty back on the old banner. Very cool model all round. We do also have a Seraphim box and a Palanite, so if you're interested in more Sisters of Battle stuff, we've got plenty. And we've also got a Adepta Sororitas Rhino a little later on. Hey, SGR, that's going to be going to you. Folio. Okay. Then next up, back to the £1. We've got ourselves a Black Templar Space Marine. Black Templar Space Marine with the red cross there. St. John, is this? I think this is St. John. I think that's the St. John cross, the red one, if I'm not mistaken. From the Hospitallers, for the Crusaders, the House Hospitaller. Just a simple Black Templar for you. Oh yeah. Heat's getting to me a little bit, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, but we'll fight through it. We will fight through it. Gotcha. Okay, next up we've got ourselves some Red Corsair Chosen for the Chaos Space Marines. Big old Power Claw there and Chain Axe, that looks sick. Power Fist and a Plasma Pistol. 2 Power Claws. And then lastly we got a chappie with a bolt gun throwing a grenade. Very cool. Have you got any more Stormcast? I think we do have some more Stormcast coming. Some just random bits and bobs, but nothing major on the Stormcast front. Most of the Stormcast we've already finished through today, Mr. Xboxer. But if you're looking for Stormcast, I can definitely get more up and available for you tomorrow. We stream here every single Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Saturday and Sunday is 4 till 7. Friday is 5 till 8. We do also have a YouTube live stream after the stream today. So that's starting at 8 o'clock. If you haven't already, make sure to join our Discord. You can get pings and stuff for all that. We've also got a free giveaway coming up very soon. That is going to be for a Terror of Devland box, guys. Terror of Devland box. We're going to be giving that away for free very soon on the Discord. If you have any character, big stuff, more elite stuff, I'm definitely interested. Well, we do have some magazines, which got things like Celestial, like Invocators on Celestial Dracoline. There's also ones with like Night Questor and stuff. We have some sprues as well. For a few like Lord Invocator and stuff like that, so we do definitely have Stormcast stuff. But this is a Blood Bowl Black Orc Blood Bowl team, guys. Fresh in box. We do also have the cards to go with this, so if you want to get started on the Black Orc Blood Bowl team, here you go. Anybody for a bit of Blood Bowl? No? Thank you. Alrighty, that means we're moving up to the next £1 starter, which is looks to me like a Lord of the Rings archer. On a square base though. That sounds good. Same tomorrow. Tomorrow I think you mentioned. Yeah, 4 o'clock till 7 o'clock. Once again, 3-hour stream, 100 items. We'll have some Stormcast for you stuff there. Have no fear. Have no fear. There we go. Anybody for this Lord of the Rings archer chappie? Oh, goodness me, my hair. I keep glancing my hair and it's just an absolute mess. Wood elf? Might be a wood elf. I'm not too sure. It's just an archer chappy. It can be whatever you want it to be, really. Does he have ears? Does he have spiky ears? Not that I can see. Sure. Any Space Marine Assault Terminators? Sadly, not today. We did have a fresh box of those available during Vox Live a couple weeks ago, which was rather cool, but no, not today. We do, however, have right now some Chaos Chosen from Age of Sigmar. His axe is hooked on my thumb. Ouch. Here we go. Chaos Chosen from Age of Sigmar. And you may be going, where's their shields? Have no fear. We knew it would be an absolute pain to paint these up if their shields were glued on. So the bag, we have a bag separate with all of their shields. So you get the benefit of essentially sub-assembly without having to worry about gluing up all the rest. Here we go. These are absolutely badass. Chaos Warriors, Chaos Chosen. Are these new Chaos Warriors? I think they're chosen with those big, huge axes. And then, like I said, there is a full bag with all of the shields. So all of the shields are in there, but we've not glued them on, so you have a much better time painting. Right, next up we've got ourselves. Here we are. This is starting at 25. 25 for these guys. For a full squad of Chaos Warriors / Chosen. Death Riders and General Deer, please. Sadly, we've only got Death Corps of Krieg, the basic infantry for today. We did have some Death Riders last week, but they got snatched. I'll take a look through. We might have some more Death Riders available. I know we definitely have Attila and Rough Riders, but they will only be available tomorrow if we have them. So if we have them, I'll put them in tomorrow's live stream. Mr. David. Steve is going to be grabbing these Chaos Chappies. These are really cool sculpts. Don't blame you. Don't blame you in the slightest. They are awesome. Okay, how are we all getting along? Hello, Frost. We're getting along rather well. It's a bit warm, a bit hot, but hey ho. Mr. Steve, would you like a collectible card to go with that? Age of Star Wars, Star Trek, or Starship Troopers? It is up to you. So next up, we've got ourselves a bit of a TLC needed Orc Shaman. Here we go, an Orc Shaman. He might be in for a bit of an alcohol bath, this one. No thank you, my friend. No worries, Steve. No worries at all. But here we go. This is an Orc Shaman. Might need a bit of love and care, but hey ho, really cool looking model. He's got that staff with the hand on it. He's tipping out some smoky concoction, and then my favorite part, he's got that huge skull on his back. Very cool looking model. Anybody for an Orc Shaman? No? Okie dokie. Next up, that means we're going to be having a fresh inbox. Probably one of the most stylized and coolest versions of this particular model. The Adeptus Sororitas Rhino. So this will have all of that Sororitas goodness. Reminds me of a World of Warcraft or Shami. Oh, it's oh goodness, what's the big bad warlock of World of Warcraft? What's his name? Oh, he was in the movie. It was a lock, yes. He was a warlock, yes. What was his name? Oh, I keep thinking Grimble or Gaz or something like that. Does it start with a G? I want to say it starts with a G. Gul'dan, that's it, Gul'dan. I knew it started with a G. Nobody for the Sororitas Rhino, alrighty. I remember I'll be honest, the reason I remember Gul'dan the most is because he was in Hearthstone, and I just remember Gul'dan. Would you go Imperial Questoris or Chaos Knight Ruinator? I'd definitely go Ruinator. The Questoris is kind of cool, but he's a bit basic. The Ruinator just has so much more aura and just general coolness to it. Right, guys. It is time for the penultimate
paint race of the day. That is right. What have we got here for you? We have got some Army Painter speed paint markers. That is right, I'm treating you today. We've got Magic Blue marker and Orc Skin Green marker. Here we go, Army Painter speed paint markers. These are brilliant. If you've not used paint markers, I highly recommend giving it a go. Here we are, starting the bidding race. Is Blame Phil going to be able to take the first lead early like he usually does, or is someone else going to sneak in? It looks like it's going to be Merry Meadows this time around. Merry Meadows followed closely by AJK1-6. Anybody else for these speed paint markers? Merry Meadows is going to take back the lead from AJK. Not too many contestants. People are quite happy to sit in the middle of the pack. There are a few key leaders. It looks like these might be going to Merry Meadows with very little competition. Oh, @.me sneaking in, but Merry Meadows swiping back the first place position very quickly. It looks like Merry is determined to be the leader, and they are indeed. Congratulations, Merry Meadow. Give yourself a blue and green Army Painter speed paint markers. Lovely stuff.
lovely stuff. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, okie dokie. Ooh. One more paint race to go, guys. One more paint race to go, but there's plenty of other stuff in the meantime. Had my first mids game, by the way, went 79-39 to me against Astromeltarm. Yo, congratulations, dude. Well done. The last time I played Astromeltarm, it was 88-92 in favor of the Astromeltarm. I managed to dominate a lot of the early game, but they just really pulled it back at the end. 11th edition is really a 5-round game. Will you help me with paint later if I message you on Discord later? But of course I will, Steve. Of course I will. And feel free to put a general message to the community on our Discord. We love to help out up-and-coming people. Here we go, guys. We've got an Orc Weird Boy from Armageddon for a tenner. Not bad, not bad. But yeah, if you've not, guys, we do have a link to our Discord in the pinned comment. So if you want to join up, thanks to you're brand new to the hobby, more than happy to help out, Steve. More than happy to help out. But yeah, if you're new to Merlin Miniatures, make sure to join our Discord. You can copy and paste that link, get it on any browser you like, and you'll be able to join up, take part in the Merlin Miniatures community. We will be having a YouTube live stream a little bit later on, where I'm going to be doing a pre-order roundup. We're going to show off all the new pre-orders that are up for grabs this week, as well as we're going to be doing a community showcase where people have dropped what they're currently working on, their finished projects and stuff in the Discord, and I'm going to take a look through it and do a bit of fangirling, if you mind the term. Here we go. We've got ourselves some Red Corsair themed Noise Marine, guys. Red Corsair themed Noise Marines. So they've got those Red Corsair shoulder pads, but they've also got like some horns and other Red Corsair bits on it. I'm really liking the leader with those gigantic ones. They look sick. You can, of course, scrape off the Red Corsair logo if you want to have anything else. But this is just... And then you've just got some cool stylized Noise Marines for yourself. Here we go. Merry Meadows is going to put a bid on these chaps. Anybody else for some cool stylized Noise Marines? These guns are terrifying. They are really good and fill a great hole in the anti-tank role for Chaos Space Marines. Those guns like AP3, D6 plus 1 damage. They're basically las cannons in the form of amplifiers. Merry Meadows is going to be grabbing those. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Whoop. Okay. Next up, we've got, hey, it's the chappie that I've been flaunting around all day. It is a Red Corsair without a helmet, starting out at £1. By the way, I used the dice I got from you. You rolled 6 on stream. I guess that's why I won lucky dice. Hey, there you go. That proves that if the dice that I have on stream roll a 6, that immediately means they are indeed lucky dice and or weighted. That is a joke, by the way. We do not sell weighted dice. That wink was a joke, by the way. We definitely don't sell weighted dice. The fingers crossed were a joke, by the way. Levis is going to be grabbing this headless Corsair. Lovely. Next up, we've got some more Orc boys. Got some classic Orc boys, huge chopper and a bolt gun. This guy's got a big old auto gun, Dakar something or other. A few more chaps with choppers and what have you. This guy's got a rocket launcher. This guy's got a big old, that looks like a flamer or an autocannon, not entirely sure. It's a big gun. There's the guy with the classic, that fuzzy hat with the spike. And then lastly, another rocket launcher. So just sort of a few kind of classic orcs here that you can toss into your squads as needed. A few heavy weapons, a few extra boys. Bought some variety, a bit of classic. I washed my dice in bathroom toilets. Haven't the Rough Riders also got that hat? They do indeed, Frost. They do indeed. It's that sort of style. A deep cut joke, I know. Oh, it's hilarious. They saw when the dice had just was there, the 1 and the 6. How many years ago was that? That must have been like 2 or 3 years ago now that incident happened. Though, did you guys hear about the recent incident that happened at a WTC tournament? A dude got into a fist fight outside after the tournament finished. Had a few too many beers, and I think he overheard somebody saying something, or not exactly sure the exact scenario. But yeah, so a dude got into a bit of a fist fight in during a Warhammer tournament. Don't drink and roll, guys. Exactly. Yeah, he had a few too much. Right. This is a Warhammer Adeptus Astartes bolt gun bottle opener. This is a decently sized replica bolt gun. Quite heavy, if you do ask me. Like, it's open on the side. But if you heard that, you can definitely hear how heavy it is. This is a hefty thing. It's a bottle opener, as you can see in there. You put it in and... but here we are. Official Warhammer merchandise. Hefty bit of metal. As you probably just heard. For a tenner. I've actually got that bottle opener. It's actually so heavy. You got the Orc one, do you, Libus? I've got the Tyrannid one. It's a bone sword, which is quite cool. But this one is bigger than all of those. A huge bolt rifle. Really cool. Not only is it a bottle opener, it's just a really sick bit of 40k merchandise. Like I said, hefty as anything. You could do some damage with that if you wanted. And you can just play around. You can basically use it like it's a bolt pistol. Oh, goodness me. Come on, any heretics that want to get executed, try me. Can't call them fragile, they'll outlast the planet. They bloody well will. Okay. Next up, we've got ourselves a Necromunda plastic ruler. A plastic ruler for Necromunda. This is in the new Necromunda set. You can see it's got little holes so you can pop it in the other one to make a big long one. You see there, that's sort of so you can make a big long one. But this is a Necromunda super long ruler. It's quite cool that you can get that you can leave it as either. So it's either 13 inches or you can go all the way up to 24 inches with that. Inches? It's too big to be inches. No, it's definitely inches. Definitely inches. Yeah. Yeah. Doing anything else if the new Necromunda box? Well, we do have a Vansar Architects and Grav Cutters Necromunda box, but we don't have anything from the new ones other than the fact that they are available. through Merlin. Any orc flash kits? Well, we did just have some old orcs, which have some heavy weapons like the big auto guns from the flash kits and some rocket launchers and stuff, but not like a full flash kit set, sadly. Not a full flash kit set. We do, however, coming up next, have some Space Marines. This is a bit of a jamboree of Space Marines. We've got a Intercessor there, then we got a Phobos Marine, then we've got a Phobos, then we got a Reaver, another Intercessor, and then a Hellblaster, sorry. Hellblaster using the Hellblast volley gun, the plasma gun. So it's a bit of a Space Marine jamboree, this one. It's $5, so you're basically paying less than £1 per Space Marine there. So if you need some extra bits, or you just want to paint up some Space Marines, here you go. I think that Reaver is painted up in Space Wolf colours. We did have a box of Grey Hunters for Space Wolves. Oh, you actually misclicked. Ooh. Ooh, Frost. Well, you can keep them if you like, or you can give them a refund. It's entirely up to you. I mean, you're getting a bunch of Space Marines for less than £1 each. That's not too bad in my books. But that is up to you. We won't force you. Can I refund? So sorry. Yeah, no worries, matey. We'll get that sorted. You'll just have to go through, you'll have to go through our eBay Live and just give that a refund. But yeah, you can get that sorted, no worries, matey. Yeah, totally my bad. It's fine, no problem. Slip of the old finger. Okie dokie, next up, we've got some Dark Water minis. These are the Dark Water, what are they called? They are the Blight Templar. The Blight Templar from Dark Water. These are essentially the Plague Marines of the Dark Water set, and they are magnetized. They are magnetized, guys, so if you have a magnetized box, you'll be able to make use of that. Here you go, the Dark Water Blight Templar. Big old nurgly chaps. Really cool looking. Got that dude with that huge misshapen arm. That chap's got his intestines all coming out. This guy, that huge morning star with a tree on its back. And then this guy with a monstrous flail. You go with the Blight Templar. We do have the Demon Prince for this available. How do I pay for an item, please? My first time. Nick, what it is Nick Fran, what you're doing is you basically have to bid. When it pops up, it will pop up screen, and there'll be a little button that says you can bid for it. So if you bid, you'll go for the heavy item, but people can obviously bid you as well. This is an auction. Chance of it happening right on the spot. I basically moved the mouse. My keyboard was overhang on the side and clicked it. My mouse was I nudged hit the keyboard while getting my drink. Oh no, a bit of a perfect storm of situation there. Well, that was very clearly, fate telling you that you should get those Space Marines. So if you want to go against fate and the very gods themselves, then feel free. But you might want to keep them, otherwise it might anger whatever deity or being put that situation into play. But that's just me. It's just me. Righto, here we are. We have Cadian Shock Troopers, fresh in plastic, ready to go. The backbone of the Astra Militarum. Any vintage Star Wars figures? We don't have any up for eBay today, though if you go to our Merlin Miniatures eBay account, you'll definitely find some Star Wars stuff knocking about, so you might find something you're looking for there, but we don't have any vintage Star Wars stuff, figures specifically for today's auction. If it was maybe another thing than Space Marines, I've been collecting them since I was 12, 36 years, collecting all sorts of Space Marines. It was actually your subconscious going, oh, Space Marines, I'll grab some of those. Jimmy C getting the Cadian Shock Troopers. Lovely jubbly. Well, you know what time it is, guys. We've got some more dice here. More dice, and these ones are looking pretty like jelly. Like these remind me of Haribos or whatchamacallem, gummy bears. Quite cool. Yellow, red, and like purpley pink. Yellow, red, and purpley pink. Let's give them a roll, shall we? See what their luck is like. That's a 3, a little bit low average, but hey ho, they look pretty. They look pretty. So actually, let's put them on here and give them a spin so you can see all those different colours. All those different colours. Any blue snaggletooth one your page, please? I'm not too sure. Unfortunately, you'll have to just go in and take a little snoop around, Mr. Nitch. Sadly, I do not have an encyclopedic knowledge of all the items we have available, as much as I would love to. It looks like we're going to have Jimmy's going to bid on that, but also Merry Meadows wanting those multicoloured, very Gummy Bear-esque dice. They've got golden inlays as well. Is it gold or is it silver? It's gold. It's golden inlays, yeah. Golden inlays. Will do. Awesome, Mr. Nitch. Awesome stuff. There we go, Mr. Merry Meadows. You're going to be getting 20 dice for £2. That is cheap as chips. What is that? That's 10p per dice. Not bad. Not bad at all. I really do like the wine purple. Any Gremlin figures? So right now we basically just have miniatures, Warhammer miniatures from Games Workshop today. We don't have any figurines, sadly. These are all miniatures from Games Workshop products or historical stuff like Bolt Action. For example, this is a Death Guard Tallyman. Death Guard Tallyman from Warhammer 40k Death Guard. This guy keeps track of the many plagues and poxes unleashed upon the enemies of Nurgle, Nurgle's Chosen, constantly forced to count, just like the Blight, the Plague Bearers, also forced to count as they go into battle. But yes, ready for a Death Guard Tallyman. No? Alrighty. Next up we've got a sprue. Is Eldar Corsair. So the really fun thing, I've got to do it right after the stream, but not something I can do until right after. Yeah, I think you've got to wait till the stream ends, and then you'll see all the stuff that you got, and you can request a refund. Have no fear. It's a rather easy procedure. Don't worry at all, Frost. Right, here we go. On sprue, Eldar Corsair, guys. These are the Void Reaver Corsairs. This is a 10-man squad of on foot. I'm glad no one else bid, or I'd feel so bad. True, yes. Very true. But yes, here we go. So this is a 10-man squad of Eldar Pirates. Very stylized. You've got a mixture of Craftworld, Drukhari, and then obviously the Corsairs themselves. Very cool looking stuff. You've got some capes that are all patched up and sewn up. And if today I have some figures never just never just Warhammer figures today, Mr. Nitch. Just Warhammer figures today. Like I said, we did have some Bolt Action a bit earlier. That has been grabbed. It's just Warhammer stuff today. Games Workshop miniatures. Ever had a laser pointer for sale? The Line 1? We haven't, but it is something that I've been considering maybe adding to the auctions. The only thing is obviously, whatchamacallit, they are dangerous, so I'm not sure exactly what the procedure is for selling those, because you do have to basically prove that you're like, yeah, I'm not sure, Levis. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think you have to like show ID with laser pointers, but so I'm not sure the exact deal when it comes to selling them through eBay. I'll have to see. I'll talk to the boss man about it, see what we can do, because that would be a nice sort of extra item to have in these streams. Right, here we go. Next up, a fresh box of Assault Intercessors. Assault Intercessors, Jump Pack Space Marines. Absolutely brilliant. If you are looking, I think they do mortal wounds on the charge, which is very strong. Good for Blood Angels, good for Black Templars. They seem really useful. Laser pointers are super useful. I have both the actual pointer one and the line one. Very good for line of sight. Okay, never been in a Warhammer shop. I got some minifigures and all game. I don't know if to are. Not sure, Mr. Nitch. Not sure, but yep. Right. Next up, we're on a £1 starter. We've got some basing as well as I think this is a 40k base, but there's just a few little bits and bobs basing, as well as this, I think it's an Age of Sigmar type token here. There you go, some rocks, some skulls, a few other random bits and bobs. All for £1 on this one. Yeah, mortals on the charge, they out damage jump pack vets, yeah, exactly. Thunderous charge, I think it is, or something like that. Very spooky. They essentially get to do a thunderous impact, a crushing impact. That's the new one, isn't it? It used to be called tank shock. Now it's crushing impact because is there what, Mr. Nitch? Is there what? Jimmy is going to be grabbing all of this for £1. Not bad. Not bad. Up, we've got ourselves a tech priest from the Adeptus Mechanicus. The Mechanicus is a tech priest. You can also use this in Astra Militarum if you so wish. Very useful in Astra Militarum. Gives, he gives tanks a 4-up invul, if I'm not mistaken, and can heal them up too. Happy Necromunda Day! Happy Necromunda Day to you too, Mr. Rusty. Is there any skeleton today, auction today figure? We don't have any skeletons today, sadly. I do apologise. Mr. Nitch. We might have some in the future. I know we have zombies in tomorrow's stream. But yeah, no skeletons. Jimmy is grabbing the Tech Priest. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Next up, what have we got here? This is Plague Marines, guys. A full sprue of Plague Marines. From 40k, if you want to have the rank and file of the Death Guard army. I've got a feeling people are using their phone to type my writing. Looks like that if I use my phone. Maybe. We did have a gentleman in who he only ever dictated. He typed in the chat by dictating, by talking to the phone, and it never quite got the right deal. But here we go. This is Plague Marines from the Death Guard. Death Guard Plague Marines, new on sprue. Yeah, he just talked, and when it didn't come out right, he sent it anyway, and then got a bit upset when I said what he'd said. I was like, "Oh, what are you talking about?" It's like, "Oh, I didn't say that. I said this." And I'm like, "Well, you didn't. You wrote that." He goes, "Oh, I was talking. That wasn't what I actually said." And I was like, "Well, I don't know what you said. I just know what you've written in the chat. Terribly sorry if the dictation isn't correct, but I'm not hearing what you're saying, matey." There we go. Oh man, I tried to use software like that when I was 16. It's way better these days, but still not perfect. True. Kind of depends on what accent you've got as well. I don't know if you've ever seen a Scotsman try to access voice controls. Does not like it. Does not like it. My favourite though is, depending on the software, it kind of, any horror minifigures today. Well, I mean, we do have like zombies and stuff, if you're interested in that kind of thing. But it's all Warhammer, so it's either pre-built or you have to build it yourself, Mr. Ditch. Next up, we've got ourselves a Tau Pathfinder team box. Tau Pathfinder team. But yeah, the funny thing when it comes to those sort of like text-to-speech or speech-to-text is it kind of depends on what it's been trained on. You'll get them from like specific countries and stuff. Like if it's from England, you kind of have to put on an English accent. If it's from America, you have to put on an American accent, or it won't actually figure out what you're trying to say, which is always funny for people to figure out. Here we go. Tau Pathfinder team. Anyone for a Pathfinder team? I think this is also a kill team. So if you're wanting a kill team, here you go. There was a Tom Clancy game for the Xbox 360 that used voice command. I know exactly what you're talking about. Because I bought that game because I thought that was a really cool idea, and I never used it because it was crap and it never worked. but I know the exact game you're talking about because I bought that one because that concept sounded so cool. Rainbow Six. It wasn't Rainbow Six. It was an RTS. It was an RTS. Open, flash, and clear. Partner after a Bride of Dracula figure. We don't have any vampires today, sadly. Sadly not. SOCOM Navy SEALs did it too. Yes, I remember the exact one you talk about. Do you have any heavy weapon orc pals? Or have I missed them? So we had some regular orcs. These like the old classic orcs. And they did have some heavy weapons. Like they've got this chappy, and some rocket launchers, but they're not super rocket launchers. They're just the basic rocket launchers. So there was these 4 heavy weapons, and then just a few extra regular boys too. So if you're interested in those, they were going for a $5 for all of that. So let me know if you want me to run that. But yeah, let me know if you want me to run that. My memory left confused, bedazzled. Yes, please. Okie dokie. Here we go. Some orc goodness. I'll just put them on properly. Yes, run that. So here we are. Okay, if multiple people are asking me to run it, I'll put them up. I'll put them up nicely, shall I? So these are going for a $5. Classic orcs, a few heavy weapons, a few boys, and whatnot. Ooh. Look the right way, chappies. There we go. Where are they? Those for that one. Here we are. Fantastic. It's literally like one of those, if you can read this, you are the only 1 of 5%. Maybe you could say commands at like the doors and be like, yeah, I know what you're talking about, Addy, that was a cool one. Sorry I had to log out and back in. Did the Plague Marine sell? They did not, Pathfinder. I can put the Plague Marines back up if you so wish. They did not sell. There we go, a bit of back and forth. Looks like SGO is going to be a bit. Karoof is going to bid on these as well. But yeah, Pathfinder, I can put those Plague Marines back up for you, no worries. How much were they going for? They were going for 22. 40% off. 40% off for those ones. There we go. Karoof is going to grab these chaps. Cheers, pal. My absolute pleasure. My absolute pleasure. That's the wrong bag. That's okay, thank you. Okay, no worries, Mr. Pathfinder. I said it is 40% off market price. Hey ho. If anyone else interested in Plague Marines, 40% off, let me know. Very nearly half price. Yeah, I remember playing Rainbow Six New Vegas, and every time I said a certain word of frustration, yes. Oh, goodness. Right, guys, are we ready for the final paint race of the day? That is right, the final paint race of the day. What have we got? We have got some Army Painter Speed Paints. That is right, Army Painter Speed Paints. Starting out, we have got Army Painter Raging Sea. Then, these are all blues, by the way, or teals. Lizard Folk Cyan. And then also Caribbean Ocean. So here we go. Blue Army Painter paints. Speed paints. Are we ready for the final paint race of the day? I hope you are. I certainly am. Let's get going, shall we? Take a drink so my throat can take this. Who's going to be the first to take the lead for this particular bid? It's going to be Karoof, but quickly followed by Xbox. Anybody else? AJK, but Xboxer is going to retake the lead rather swiftly. 3 Army Painter Speed Paints, guys. These are solid. Merry Meadows trying to cut in, but Xboxer is going to take the lead. Merry Meadows fighting back, though, and the timer didn't reset. Is this going to go to Merry Meadows? It is indeed going to go to Merry Meadows. Congratulations, Merry Meadows. Well done. You've won the final paint race of the day. Congratulations, congratulations. Good sir. Or madam, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. Those will be on their way to you very soon. Okay, next up, we've got a Hedonite of Slaanesh, Lord of Pain. Hedonites of Slaanesh, Lord of Pain. Go for a $5. This is about a 30 quid models, guys. So if you want some Slaaneshi goodness in your army, or just to paint up something a bit Hedonite, here we are. Very cheap, very nice, cheap and cheerful. Bit of Xenophil on it. Hey ho. So you could go in there with the speed paints if you so wish. Got that huge two-handed mace and that massive curving spike over the head. Head Knight of Slaanesh, Lord of Pain. It's a bit of a battle over this chappy. Libus and Merry Meadows going head to head, and it looks like Libus is going to win out. Congratulations. You've got yourself a Lord of Pain, Mr. Libus. Next up, we've got Lord of the Rings, Warg Riders. Lord of the Rings Warg Riders. These are orcs riding wargs. Orcs riding wargs. With a few guys with swords, and then do have the option of bow and arrows as well. There you go, and of course all the bases. All the bases, basey, shaky, shaky. On sprue, so 40% off for some Warg Riders. Ain't that fun, ain't that cool, ain't that nice. Some variety of shields there. Looks like some hides, some wooden shields. Like I said, you've got bows and arrows and swords if you so wish. A few spears. Up to you how you make these cavalry for the forces of Mordor. Anybody? No, nobody for the Warg Riders. Okie dokie. Next up, we've got a inbox Black Templar in just a moment. I've returned, been away for 30 minutes, missed anything good? Depends on your definition of good, Mr. Phil. Missed out on some paints, there's been some Death Guard, there's been other bits and bobs. We did do a Warlord Titan starting at just £1. Actually, it went for £1 because no one else bid on it. So we did a Warlord Titan for £1. That was quite good. That went to me. I was the only one that bid on it, and then I immediately closed the auction. No, I'm kidding. Any lettuce? Sadly, no. There was only one lettuce, and that is already on the way to you, I do believe. I do believe you're the one with the lettuce very soon, aren't you? Gonna have to see a picture of that in the whatchamacallit, in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, by the way, guys, we do have a link to the Discord in the pinned comments. You can give that a copy and a paste and join up. Not only will you be able to vote on our star item for tomorrow's live stream, which is a huge Big Battle Force box, usually, or Combat Patrol, something that starts at just £1. The vote for this week is either the new Kill Teams Expedite set, Warhammer Quest Dark Water, or the Titanicus starter set. So if you want to get any of those, make sure to vote in the Discord. We also have a free giveaway very soon for the Terror of Devlan box. You know, I've only just woken up from a nap and I came here just for the energy. Oh, Rusty, you should have been here around the start of the stream. I was off the walls with energy at the start of the stream. Caffeine flooding my system. Shame I missed the bolt action stuff. We will have more bolt action stuff in tomorrow's live stream, Mr. AJK. If you let me know exactly what you're looking for, I can make sure that we've got what you're looking for too. What bolt action stuff are you looking for, good sir? Right now, we've got a clan rat for £1. Would you like a little cheese stealer for your own personal collection? Here you go, here you are. The plastic Thunderhawk was the best lot of today. Oh yeah, AA Ministry, the plastic Thunderhawk was great. A close second was the original metal Thunderhawk in its original casing. Yeah, that went for about £5 in today's stream. So if you missed out on that, guys, such a shame, such a shame. Want to build up a Soviet army? All right, Mr. AJ, I will definitely look for some Soviets for you. Have no fear. Mr. Phil, you're getting the Raticus. What's the name of that rat? I'm curious. What are you going to name that Skaven? It's the latest game in Merlin Miniatures. Name that Skaven! Right, next up, we've got ourselves a Metal Catachan. Was there an armor cast orc Great Gargant? No, don't be silly, mate. That's ridiculous. We wouldn't have that. For any less than £2, which is what we sold it at. No. Oh, goodness. Here we go. This is a classic Metal Catachan. We do have some Metal Sisters of Battle coming up a little bit later. There you go. Anyone for a Metal Catachan? Catacan. Jungle Fighter. Got some orc characters. This is from the Armageddon set, guys. This is the sprue. It contains the orc banner knob, the orc pain boy, and the orc big boss with their data cards. There you go. This is the character sprue from the Armageddon box. And it has all of these data cards with them. So the Pain Boy, the Banner Knob, and the Big Boss. And of course, the bases to go with them. Here we are. £25 for this full sprue of chock to the brim with orc characters from Armageddon. Hey Phil, I just painted up another Trench Crusade. Oh, awesome, Ade. Have you posted that in the Discord? We might be taking, we will be taking a look at that in the YouTube live stream later today. So today's YouTube live stream, we're going to do a pre-order roundup. So we're going to show all the pre-order items that are available this week. And then after that, we're going to have a community spotlight where we're going to go through and take a look at some of the stuff people are showing off in our Discord. Isn't that going to be fun? Isn't that going to be cool? Right, nobody for the orc characters. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Put that back. If you've seen the new orc codex, they're looking spicy, guys. They are definitely looking spicy. I'm excited for the upcoming codex. Changes to the war. New Stomper update. Stomper's very strong, quite scary strong if you ask me. Right, here we go. Fresh, new inbox, Hormigants for the Tyranids. The new Hormigant sculpt, so they got that very Jurassic Park Raptor-esque look to them. Of course, you've got the Mr. Miyagi trained one there. He's ready to go. Kick. Much more obvious if you look at the back of the box. There you go. There's the Mr. Miyagi one. Sweep the leg. Sweep the talon. Sweep the hoof. The Mr. Miyagi bug. Oh, nice. I'll take a look. Yeah, it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time on stream tonight. Right. We've got ourselves a little sprue here. Sprue is some sort of sci-fi trench fighter from the looks of it. It's got a sort of like trencher helmet, and then the body and the gun and a base. There you go. If you want a sort of like a sci-fi trench fighter, there you go. Going for a quid. Going for a quid. Joshua is going to put a bid on this. This is just a new unique. I tell you what, that gun reminds me of the guns from Alien. Those rifles, which have got a very distinct sound to them. Those guns from Alien, the sort of like the. love that noise. Love playing that in the Alien vs Predator game. For a Krieg kit bash, good shout. Very good shout. Ah, yes, I see that. Yeah, I'm not crazy. No, I'm not crazy. Right, next up, we've got some Metal Sisters of Battle. Got a couple Metal Sisters of Battle. No backpacks on these ladies, sadly, so if you have some extra backpacks from Space Marines, then that would be good for this. But it is two classic Metal Sisters here. Two classic Metal Sisters. Do love our Sisters of Battle. If you're interested in Sisters of Battle, we do have a Seraphim squad available. We've got a Sisters Rhino. We got a Palanite as well. Palatine. Not Palanite, a Palatine. So if you're looking at getting Sisters, we've got lots of Sisters available still. If you're looking to get Custodies too, we've got some Alaris Custodians and some Custody Wardens still available. If you want me to rerun those, let me know, guys. Let me know. No one for the Sisters. Alrighty. Got all my AK basing bits from Merlin the other day. They arrived in a flash. Bad pun, but a great seller. Appreciate that. We really appreciate that. We are very much excited to be the best sellers we can be here at Merlin, so it's great to hear our efforts are being appreciated. Yo, someone going crazy on the flute in the Hades 2 soundtrack right now. Righto, what have we got here? We have got ourselves a Chaos Chariot. A Chaos Chariot. Not only is that the sprue there of the horse, but we've got the base, and then part of it is already assembled and good to go. Ron Burgundy moment. Right. And we've got this chappy built and ready to be put on there. And then some of the horses as well. So you can either choose to have the horses or the big chappy up here, I do believe. And then you've also got the driver. So this guy goes on the back, this very dramatic looking chap. And then the driver with the whip goes up front. So here we go, Chaos Chariot. Ready to go. Weird question, how did you get into this? Do you mean Warhammer specifically, or do you mean specifically the Merlin miniatures, eBay live streaming stuff? If you talk about Warhammer in general, I was an 8-year-old child in school, and my friend got into Warhammer, and he got me into it, and hey ho, the rest is history. Talk about Merlin's miniatures, a bit of a story behind there, but actually, I worked in Dubai for 4 years as the head of their community. Came back, did a few other bits and bobs, but was looking for a bit more. And it just so happened that Merlin was looking to expand its operations, and I was very eager to jump in and start helping out. And that was a little over a month ago, and here we are. But yeah, I can expand on either of those if you wish, depending on which one you want to talk about. I had Warhammer kit as well as a load of figures. Fair enough. Making sure that the Chaos Chariot is being treated well. So, speaking of Chaos, we've got Old World Warriors of Chaos Marauder Horsemen. Warriors of Chaos Marauder Horsemen. The sort of the lighter cavalry of the Chaos forces in the old world. Of course, there are the new ones out, but this is still the current model for these ones. The latest update for Chaos Warriors has not updated these chaps. These are the latest sculpt. You can actually find this squad in the new Warriors of Chaos, Combat Patrol. What's it even called? Army? I'm not too sure what the name of the old world boxes are. It's Combat Patrol for 40k. It's Spearhead for Sigmar. Not too sure just off the top of my head what it is. for the old world. Right. Next up, got some more dice for you guys. Some blue and white dice. Pretty simple, but if you like your blue, these are slightly see-through, so they'll catch the light a bit. They're just kind of pretty. 20 dice. I think it's 20. Yeah, 20 dice. Blue with a white inlays. Starting at £1. I'm nearly out of water, guys. Nearly out of water. Here we go. Anybody for some blue dice? They're pretty big dice. Pretty big. If I put a Skaven next to it, we'll see. Almost. It's like about almost half the height of a Skaven. That's pretty big. That's pretty big for your dice. Those are going to be good for wound dice, or for keeping track of like command score and stuff. Or if you want to like roll some big low attack counts, that's going to be great for you. Joshua is going to grab those for £1. Very nice. Very nice. So we're getting to the final few items here. Next up, we got a whole host of Phobos Marines, which also have some transonic weapons from the Mechanicus strapped to them. The vibro blades, vibrating frequency blades. It looked like someone might have been painting these up to be Alpha Legion, just from the looks of it. Otherwise, it's a full squad of Phobos, all primed in lead belcher. So if you're looking for some Phobos, here you go. So they've got those Mechanicus blades on the back, so just a bit of extra flair. Here we are. £1. Sadly not. Sadly not. This is a full squad of Phobos Marines. Can't do that for £1. How many is that? 3, 6, 9, 10. 10 Phobos. Full squad. Ready to go. Primed in lead belcher, so you can just paint whatever you like over the top of it. Shiny. Very shiny. Oh, meant the dice. Ah, fair enough. £1 for the dice. Yes. Thought you meant £1 for all of these, and I was like, sorry, mate, can't quite do that. But yes, £1 for all the dice. Very good. Got an absolute bargain for those. Put those guys back. Listen to the dulcet tones of this fight. Right, next up we've got some Cadron Overlords. Cadron Overlords for Age of Sigmar. These are the balloon chappies. What's their specific name? Their specific name is the Sky Wardens. Sky Wardens. There's no bases for these guys, so they're a bit cheaper, but this is Cadron Overlords, Sky Wardens. They're the ones with the little balloons that float about. Have you played Hades? Yes, I have. Hades 1 and 2 are very beloved games by myself. Yeah, like, I do indeed enjoy the Hades. We're listening to the Hades 2 soundtrack. Yeah, they are class. They are indeed class. And here you go. This is Cadron Overlords, the Sky Wardens. Wardens of the Sky. Really enjoyed the changes in the second. I did too. I'll tell you what, I was blown away when the overworld map was revealed, because it's basically just 2 Hades. I know, Hades 2, but it's essentially Hades double. All in one game, which was incredible. And the weapons are fun, I like the combat, I like the progression of the map. Well, like the home base, I like the progression that actually helped with stuff rather than being a bit more cosmetic as it was in the first game. Right guys, here we go. Fresh box, Wolfguard Terminators. Fresh box of Wolfguard Terminators. These are the new updated ones. These are basically Assault Marines. Yep, the up and down is great. Yeah, I loved the ending too. No spoilers, guys, no spoilers, but yeah, the ending of that game is brilliant. And even when you go past it a little bit, the way things end out, I absolutely love it. Really cool. I was more thirsty for getting better times than the first one, though. Yeah, I feel you on that one. I definitely feel you on that one. I finished it, did a few extra runs afterwards, but I didn't really. Are you doing 100 items today only? Yep, we go up to 100 items, so we've got 3 more to go after this. Zombie She-Wolf. We do have some Grey Hunters fresh in box as well that didn't get grabbed. If you're interested in some Grey Hunters for the Space Wars, let me know if you want me to rerun those. Yeah, so only a few more items. Next up, we've got ourselves a single Stormcast. Nighthaunt. We don't have any Nighthaunt today, sadly. Did I miss something? Stormcast, Necrons, or Skaven? Sorry, had to pop up to do something. Well, I've got a Stormcast right here. Necrons were all taken, and the Skaven, I think we have some Storm Vermin that nobody took. That's a Rhino. That is Custodes. That's Witches. That's Hand of the Archon. That's Space Wolves. Yeah, we had some Storm Vermin that didn't get taken. 5 Storm Vermin for £5. Yo-Yo Jimbo is going to put a bid on this Stormcast Shappy. Was it 5 for 5 Storm Vermin? It was indeed, Xbox. It was indeed. There we go. That Stormcast is going to be going to you, Mr. Yo-Yo. I'm looking for 10s, ideally. Okay, fair enough, matey. Fair enough. So, we've got some Pestigors. Pestigors from Darkwater, guys. This is a full squad of the Pestigors from Darkwater, with all magnets on the bases. So if you want some magnetized Pestigors, here we go. Great for proxying as cultists or poxwalkers, or use them as they are intended and have them as Pestigors in your Age of Sigmar force. But if you want to use them in 40k, there is certainly a place for them. Certainly a place for them. How many is that? That's 3, 6, 8. 8 Pestigors. Jealous, I wish I could sleep. Typically, I'll spend the day asleep and I missed the stream. Oh, hello, Bobcat. Well, have no fear. If we've got stuff that you'd like to grab, I'll do a quick go run through after we finish with all the scheduled items and rerun stuff that people are interested in that they might not have spotted. Like I said, we've got the Darkwater Pestigors here. We had a few other Darkwater stuff today too, including the Demon Prince himself. Was it Galgus Pust or something like that? Anyone for the Pestigors? No? Okie dokie. Alrighty. Put those back. You'll probably see those in tomorrow's stream. Marines unpainted or primed. Well, we did just have a 10-man squad of Phobos Marines that have been primed in Lead Belcher that nobody took. We do also have a fresh box of Assault Marines, or did those get taken? No, they didn't. So we should have a fresh box of Assault Marines somewhere. We have some Space Wolf Grey Hunters. Yeah, we got a fresh box of Assault Marines that no one's taken. Some Phobos, full squad of Phobos Marines. We have 5 Intercessors that nobody took. I think those are going for a tenner. Yeah. So if you're interested in any of those, let me know. Anything from Blood Bowl? Yep, we had the Black Orcs Blood Bowl team box, fresh in box, as well as the playing cards for them. So if you're interested in getting a Black Orcs team and the cards, we do have that available. Right now, though, we have a Lord Invocata, the World Eater on Juggernaut. World Eater on Juggernaut. But yeah, Mr. Facem, if you're interested, Black Orc Blood Bowl team. With the Black Orc cards available separately as well. If you want me to run those, let me know. Let me know. Anyone for a World Eater Lord Invocata? Got that huge chainsword. Plasma pistol, no. Righty. So the last scheduled item for today is a box set that sold out instantly. You can't get anywhere else right now. It's literally sold out everywhere. It goes for around £70 on eBay, does this, guys. This goes for £70 right now. This is Vendenced Hounds, the Regiment of Renown, Cities of Sigmar. box. So this is going for 70 quid right now. What's this one called? The one that just went? That was the World Eater Lord Invocata, I do believe. Or just a Lord on Juggernaut. Chaos Lord on Juggernaut. World Eater Lord on Juggernaut. I'm not sure the exact name, but it's a World Eater character. This is Venden's Hounds. Venden's Hounds going for around about £75 on eBay right now. I've knocked a few quid off that. Nobody for Venden's Hounds. All right. Well, that brings us to the end of our regularly scheduled items. So, like I said, I'll go through and rerun any stuff. Grey Hunters and Black Hawks. Yep, no worries. We did also have a Contemptor Dreadnought. If anyone's interested in a Contemptor Dreadnought, we have that available. We've got some Alaris Custodians. We've got some Custody Wardens. Here you go. This is the Grey Hunters. 30% off retail price for these guys. 30% off. We've got some Gal Vorbak. We've got Necromunda, Vansar, Archaeotech, and Grav Cutters. We've got Gal Vorbak, Forge World Gal Vorbak, like I said. We've got a Kroot Lone Spear, Contemptor Dreadnought, Hand of the Archon for Drukari. The Alaris Unpainted. The Alaris are fresh in box, Frost. Fresh in box. And there's also Custody Wardens, which are also built and unpainted. So if you're interested in either of those, let me know. Price, it's 30% off retail price. So the Alaris fresh in box are going for £26. £26 for the Alaris. Like I said, 30% off retail price there, which is the cheapest that we found from any retail supplier. Yeah, I'll take it. Okie dokie. Let me just quickly run the Blood Bowl Black Orcs and the cards. If I can find them. Where's the number? There we go. Show the dress. Which dress? Show you the back of this. Show the dead. The dead? Not too sure. Sure. Oh, the Dreadnought. Ah, okie dokie. Got ya, got ya, got ya. There you go. So that is the Black Hawk kill team, and then there is the cards for it as well. Yep, these are the team cards. Autocorrect fail. No worries, matey. No worries. Yep, I can get the Dreadnought up in just... I'll get the Alaris up in just a moment. There we go, zombie. Grab those, and then we'll get those Alaris up for grabs. Then we also have Wardens that are built and ready to go, if you're interested. Any Skaven. We do have 5 Storm Vermin for £5, if you're interested in that. 5 Storm Vermin for £5 on phone in bed. Fair enough, Bobcat. Fair enough. Yep. So, like I said, we've also got Custody Wardens. A full squad of Custody Wardens going for, I think it was £15 for them. Where are they? Any Doc or SCE Vanquishers? Not sure. Yo-Yo Jimbo is going to grab those Alaris Custodians. Oh. Oh. Was that a snipe? Did I just witness a snipe? Like I said, we have these Wardens are going for 20. 20 for the Wardens. Full squad of built Wardens with Castellan axes. Now at times I'm not fighting them. Fair enough. Fair enough, Frost. There you go. I'll pop these out and then we'll get the Dreadnought out. There you go. Stody Wardens. Get some more water. Any Marine officers or specials? Well, we had a. Oh no, that was yesterday. We had some like captains and stuff, but that was yesterday. Any Chaos Space Marines, or have I missed them all? We did have a few Chaos Space Marines, but we still have available a Chaos Rhino. We do have a Chaos Rhino if you're interested in that. Any lizards or deepkin? We did have some lizards, but they have already been grabbed. As for deepkin, no deepkin, sadly. No deepkin. Here we go. A Rhino, you say? Yes, we do indeed have a Chaos Space Marine Rhino at 30% off retail. It's fresh in box, or we have a Rhino available pre-built for £15. What about Sisters of Silence? Sadly, no Sisters of Silence. Sadly, no Sisters of Silence. Right, where is... Contemptor Dreadnought. Here we go. 30% off retail. Here we go. This is a Contemptor Dreadnought, 30% off. But yeah, when it comes to Sisters of Battle, we've got a Seraphim, we've got a Palatine, we've got a Dogmata, we've got a Sisters Rhino as well. So if anyone's interested in Sisters of Battle, we've got plenty of those available. My army will basically be Alara, Sisters, Inquisitors, and Guardians. Ah, right, fair enough. Any Harlequins? No Harlequins, sadly. No Harlequins. No one for the Contemptor. Okay. Alrighty. So yeah, we've got some Drukari Witches, Hand of the Archon. So we've got some Fruit. We've got a Lord Invocator. We've got some Tyrannid Hormigants. We've got some Assault Marines with jump packs. Black Templar character. The pre-built Rhino, please. Sure thing. Sure thing. Whoop. Rebuilt Rhino up for 15. So we do have fresh in box Chaos Space Marine Rhino, Adeptus Sororitas Rhino, Tau Pathfinders, if anyone's interested in Tau Pathfinders. Got a Chaos Chariot. A Chaos Chariot. Bits and bobs. We have 10 Space Marine Intercessors on sprue. We have Plague Marines on sprue, I believe. Or did the Plague Marines get taken? Remember. Then we have Sloven Knights. Raven, you're going to be grabbing that Rhino. Lovely jubbly. Yeah, anything else anyone is interested in? Me rerunning, let me know. Otherwise, we will leave that there for today. Anything else for anybody else? What have we got? We've got some Warg Riders. We've got some Riders of Rohan. We've got a Orc Weird Boy. Any Chaos bits and bobs? Well, we have some Chaos stuff. Like we have a Chaos Chariot. We have a few Chaos models. Like I said, we've got a Chaos Rhino, but we don't have any like bits bags of them, sadly. Came at the end, so not sure what's been on. Well, if you let me know what you might be interested in, because like I said, we've got things like Adeptus Sororitas, we've got Custodes, we've got some Death Guard stuff, we've got just around the Contemptor, we've got a bunch of Dark Water minis, the big Plague Bearer, the Cankerborn, we've also got the Demon Prince from that. Grangus Pust, I believe. Anything cheap that would make an Inquisitor? I mean, it's £1. Do you want a Dwarf Inquisitor? I mean, for £10, for 10 Great British pounds, you could get yourself this lady from the Huron Blackheart box. She is £10 and she is looking rather cool. If you ask me, I'll just put her up because I think she's cool. But here we go. So this is Captain Sargota. We do the free Orcs Deck card for £15. I sadly can't do that, Joshua, because that's like £5 per character. And considering those characters are going to be like 20, 30 odd quid by themselves, it's a little too low. I do apologise. She's cool. What's the base size? I think 40. 40, yeah, 40 millimeter. But you can, of course, take her off that base and put her on a base of your own making. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, Joshua, I get where you're coming from. But 25 is already pretty darn cheap. That's less than £10 per character, and each of those is going to be at least 30 odd quid. So, yeah, can't quite do it, sadly. Yeah, this 40mm base. I'll quickly run her again just in case you were debating, but you can pop her off that base and put her whatever size you would like. Heck, you can even take her off of that stand and just have herself as an Inquisitor, and then use that stand for something else if you so wish. Would be a pretty cool kit bash, in my opinion. She does look quite inquisitory. Do you think we get any Hell Brutes in? That I can't guarantee. I mean, we got a Contemptor Dreadnought. You can definitely use a Contemptor Dreadnought as a Hell Brute. I don't think anyone would really argue that. Any Kill Team or Underworld teams? We do have a Hand of the Archon squad. So if you want to use Hand of the Archon, that is a Kill Team squad. So if you want to do that, that is available. Let me know if you want me to run that. Hand of the Archon, I think it's 10 quid for them. So 10 quid for a Kill Team. What else have we got? So we've got this Skaven. We've got 0200 hours. Pathfinder. Lava Knights, Plague Marines. It's tempted, but I'll leave it. Good suggestion, though. No worries, matey. No worries. We got this Demon Prince chap. He's really cool. This is the Demon Prince from Darkwater. Absolutely brilliant proxy if you want to run it. As a 40k Demon Prince. Very cool character, this. Very cool. We do have the Cankerborn demons as well, the Cankerborn Plague Bearers from this set too, as well as the Pestigors, some other guys. Yeah, if you're interested in some of these guys, we do have some of them available. Let me know, guys. Otherwise, look to the base up Inquisitor. It's 32mm for Inquisitor. Yeah, you can easily pop her off the base and put her on a 32, either herself or herself with that doodad, but that is entirely up to you. 100%. Well, let me know if you're interested in that, matey. Otherwise, probably going to call it there, unless anyone has any last moments, like, yes, I need you to run this. Like I said, guys, you have the Sororitas. We've got a bunch of Sororitas. We've got some Recruit Lone Spear. We've got a Space Marine. We've got a Bolt Rifle Bottle Opener. I'll tell you what, if people aren't saying chat, I'll do this as the last item. We'll run a Bolt Rifle Bottle Opener. Big old heavy bit of metal there in the shape of a bolt gun. What's your starting price on the Dreadnought? So we're doing it 30% off RRP. 30% off, which is the cheapest that we have found. So it's 28 for the Dreadnought. I'll be stalking for Laris. Fair enough, Mr. Frost. Fair enough. But yeah, 28 for the Contemptor. That is 30% off standard RRP, and it is fresh in box, plastic still on, so it is as you would get it off the shelf of a Warhammer store. So we're just taking 30% off because for the lols, basically. 28 on that Dreadnought. Let me know. Go on then. Okie dokie. Alrighty, let's run that Contemptor. it? There it is. Don't tell the wife. Your secret is safe with me. Have no fear. Here we go. Contempt to Dreadnought for the Horus Heresy. The secret is indeed safe with me. Have no fear, matey. Find the old dad for it. I did this weekend. Just get the wife playing. I did this weekend. Hey, that's awesome to hear. What faction are they playing? What was the price for the free orcs again? It was 25, Joshua. 25, and that is for the Pain Boy, the Banner Knob, and the Big Boss. 25. That is less than 10 quid per character there. That is an absolute steal if you ask me, but hey ho. She played mine, so Black Templars versus Nids. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. We do have a few Black Templar sprues available, which I might get up tomorrow if you're interested. We've got a Marshal, we've got some Sword Brethren, we've got an Ancient. Let me know if you're interested in any of those. I can get them up in tomorrow's stream. But yeah, Miss Joshua, it's 25 for the free Orc characters and their data cards. Let me know if you're interested in those. She won, but I managed to hold her hand a lot, but she still feels great about it. You need to let them win. You need to let them win. Oh, no fun if you don't win your first one. They're supposed to get that euphoria. That's how you hook them. Go on then. All right, Mr. Joshua, I'll run that for you. No problem. So it's all the bases, full sprue, and all 3 of their data cards. Very pretty pictures on it. Oop. That is... Ooh, where is that? There it is. Bosh, 25. I lost my Elixir's turn 1 with a crazy mistake by me, eh? Yes, crazy mistake. Whoa. Definitely not letting them get a nice little speed boost with the charge, I'm sure. Yes, I'm guessing you got them in melee, right? Or that she got them in melee, I should say. Yeah, 100%. Hey. It's nice to let your significant other cut down some of your gribblies. Put them down in their prime. Alright. Okay, guys, is there anything else anyone wants me to rerun? If so, let me know. Or forever hold your peace. Otherwise, I will sign off, and I'll hope to see you guys on the YouTube live stream a little later. Let me know, give you about a minute or so. See you on YouTube later. Yep, Phil. Is there a list of what's on tomorrow? There's not Fist of Dawn. I kind of just... it's all sort of done by me on the day. But if you're looking for specific models, give me a ping on the Discord. Shoot me a message, admin Harry, with what exactly you're looking for. And if we have it available, I will get it in tomorrow's live stream for you. Have no fear. Thanks, Harry. Awesome stream as always. Thank you very much, Pathfinder. Appreciate it. Thank you, says Joshua. Thank you too. Okay, sure. Thanks, Harry. No worries, Fist of Dawn. Absolute pleasure. The Her Empress Champion calls Chaos and Hellbrecht 1v1 a Red Terror proxy. Ooh, that sounds fun for us. That sounds really fun. Right, I will leave that there today then, guys. Thank you so much for coming to watch. I hope to see you on the YouTube live stream. Like I said, we're going to be doing a pre-order roundup followed by a community mini showcase, work in progress showcase. It's going to be nice to sort of see through, check what everyone's doing, and ooh and ah over all of the work in progress and finished minis. If you want to have your own mini showcase for what you've got going on, make sure to head to the Discord. There is a link in the pinned comment, and post it in the Exhibition Hall thread. There's a thread in the Exhibition Hall channel, and that is what I'm going to be looking through today, as well as taking a quick look in the Exhibition Hall itself, because I think a few people put it in there rather than the thread. But hey ho, thank you for the stream. No, thank you, Mr. Frost, and have a wonderful evening. I hope you all take care and have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to see you over on YouTube. Ta-ra!